Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we have to talk about it. You've heard it all before. Winter is coming. Well, this is called Economic Winter is Coming for You. Everybody's been talking about it, so I figured, you know what? We're going to have to talk about it, but we just don't talk about it. We have to have solutions. We have solutions here, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And before I forget that, I am wearing SSN lifestyle gear. So stop struggling now, gear. Check. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And of course, we got to talk about it tonight. As you know, I started off, winter is coming for you. Will you survive? You can't escape it. That's right. We've been talking about it all year here at SSN Nation on this Friday night live stream, on the Monday and Wednesday night live stream, and some videos. So we're going to go over some more things today. And I want to welcome everybody here. Thank you so much for being here on a Friday evening, because you can be anywhere on the planet. And some of you might have seen that trailer that started that had to do with SSN Lifestyle. That is another company within the Stop Struggling Now Nation. So therefore, I'm going to have to talk about it first on the Friday night live stream, because I've been giving it some love. And this is the new thing. Let's talk about certain things. In order for you to survive this bad economic winter that's going to be arriving, who knows when, but my estimation is as soon as the Fed raises their interest rates, that's when it's going to start. But it's already started. You know, everything costs more year over year, a lot more, not just a few pennies. In some cases, a few dollars more. In some cases, double the price that it was last year, if we're talking about lumber and some other commodities. So these are the kind of things. Winter is actually already here. It's getting frigid from the economic front. But meanwhile, some people are sleeping. Are you sleeping? You're working 9 to 5. You're working 10 to 10, whatever the hours are. But you're going on your merry way, getting your paycheck and surviving paycheck to paycheck, and then figuring out, man, how come I can't get ahead? I'm making more money than I did 2 years ago. But for some reason, I just seem to always stay in the same economic place. Well, that's by design, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to do your own businesses. So what I want to do is this first. First off, let me get somebody's note in the house. Mr. Financial is here. He has the icon next to his name, Curtis Davis. Good evening, SSN family. Thank you so much for being here. And once again, he has that icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. And tonight and on every Friday night and Monday night, everybody who watches the live stream, everybody can be in the chat room. Only on Wednesday nights can the members with the icon be in the chat room. And they can also join on the live stream occasionally as well, if they want to. So what we have to talk about first is, because I'm wearing the gear tonight, it's plain and simple. I'm wearing the gear, SSN Lifestyle. How many opportunities do you have in a year? Let's just put it that way. We've already been talking about pre-construction, right? That's no barrier to entry. A lot of people still don't know. Pre-construction all over the planet, no credit check, no qualifying. Why? Because you're actually putting in a down payment. The property won't be built for a year or 2 or 3. And while they're building it, you're making your monthly payments. So you qualify. That's a good investment. We'll call that number 1 or number 2 investment for 2021. I have a ranking now. Then when the strong block came out, where they're giving you 1/10 of the price, and by the way, the price is now over $50 a day. All right. So some people may not understand what I'm saying, but $50 a day from a now $6,000 investment, which is $1,500 per month return on your $5,000 one-time investment. And this is coming out every day. You're getting 1/10 of the price. So as the price of strong goes up, then you make like tomorrow $56. Okay, gives you an idea. $54. It's going to rise. So if the coin rises, you get more, and your investment was still the same. So you're beating inflation, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So now that has to move to what I call the number one investment in 2021, because who else gets 200, 300% on your money year over year? Yes, I know some of us that do stock market investing, when we got in last year, earlier this year in some of the stocks, we were able to take home 300%, 400, 800%, 1,000%. But that doesn't happen all the time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about that tonight as well. Let's see who else is in the house. Victor Marrero's in the house with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has his tagline, hello all, let's do this. That's right. And while he said, let's do this, let's get that pen and paper together, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know what gems are going to be dropped. And Terry Jones is in the house. He's got it right. Winter is coming. Are you guys going to be winterized? You're going to winterproof yourself? You know, like when you take out the gasoline on some of the engines and the oil out of some of the engines because it gets so cold in the areas you live in. Are you going to be winterizing yourself so that way you can survive an economic collapse? Let's just go to the worst case scenario. Economic collapse. What are you going to do? No job, no credit. What now? And you only have 2 days to withdraw money out of an ATM machine because the ATM machines go broke because there's a run on the banks. What are you going to do? You have any way to have extra streams of income coming in? You better start thinking about it right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm scaring you a little bit on purpose because all year long, for 3 years, I've been giving you guys the playbook. And now winter is coming upon us. The Federal Reserve chairmen and board members are selling their stocks. And then Powell has the nerve to talk about he wants a federal inquiry. He's a clown. All right. Knowing these guys been doing this all along. Terry Jones, we're going to come out with fur, a spear, and a feast to eat. That's right, Terry Jones. And that's why we always have to say, make sure you have that duffel bag of cash ready and on standby, because you never know when you're going to have to break it out and use it. Hopefully, you're going to be able to use it for assets. And once you have those assets, money still comes in regardless of economic environment. And that's why the wealthy still stay wealthy. All right. Yes, 300% on some stocks. That's right, Mr. Financial. And because of him, there was a bunch of 300%ers. All right. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, you missed out. Last year, the debt ceiling must be raised by September 30th, Congress pending. Oh, you know the debt ceiling is going to be raised. We're a nation of, credit. It's going to be raised. These guys aren't going to be responsible. Good evening, SSN family. Let's get it. Gary White's in the house. Thank you so much for being in the house on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, Gary White. And hopefully you saw that video that I dropped yesterday. Hopefully they sent you a notification. You'd be one of 1,000. But hopefully you got that notification because you're part of that international community who's trying to get a USA credit card. Well, that's right. Nova Credit and Amex. They're trying to make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. And if that's you as well, go check out the video I dropped yesterday on it. It's coming. It's happening. Utan G, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And we are ready to get our Friday night dose. Thank you so much. SSN University, SSN Academy is in effect right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right. In fact, Gary White, did you see the screen? SSN Lifestyle. This is some of the gear that's going to be coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Not the t-shirts on that lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. Got to have a little polos, a little more dressier. That's how it's going to have to be. And that's going to be part of my top 5 best investments in 2021 is when I'm trying to make SSN Lifestyle. That's what we're trying to do. Make it not number 1, not number 2, not number 3, number 4. We'll just drop ourselves to 5, 6, all right? The reason why is because there's ways that a person can actually start, because everybody, let's face it, not everybody has money. And so some people have to start at the bottom, so to speak. Not everybody wants to pay to get their membership. Some people will say, well, I'll start by referring other people or referring people to buy products and services. So that way I'll make some money. So that's right. We got the whole gamut because, you know, a rising tide lifts all boats. We have to talk about that. So let's see what else we got. Who else we got in the house? There we are. Gary, welcome back from Curtis Davis. That's right. He's the man. Vanessa Comagate with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation live stream. Hey, boss and SSN fam, I appreciate it. Thank you once again for being here on a Friday night. Curtis Davis, Bitcoin, all coins are good alternatives to cash. They may be freezing fiat cash, banks, DeFi future. Exactly. That's what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. You can count on it. You can count on it. They already, in case you haven't got the word, you know what they started doing to all the people that owed money for student loans? Not all, but quite a few people that owe money on student loans. How about this? Garnishment of wages. A person gets their paycheck, they look at it and go, hey, how come I'm short? What's this? Oh, you have a student loan debt. We're taking the money out. Oh my, ladies and gentlemen. You think that's bad? Winter's coming, ladies and gentlemen. This all has to do with that winterization that's going on. You better winterize yourself. It's coming. They just snatch people's stuff out of their bank account without a warning, just like a communist country. That's what happens when you borrow and are broke. You got to start figuring out where you're going to get some money. Well, they started figuring it out all right. They know how many people owe student loan debt. I believe on Wednesday we went over that. What was it? Was it 7 trillion or something crazy for student loan debt? It's up there. It's in the trillions. So they know where they can get some money. And they also know where they can get some money because now Biden administration, it's only a proposal. Don't get scared, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's only a proposal. Transactions of $600, as low as $600, can now be reported to the IRS, no less. They're going to actually try and keep track of all transactions in and out of your personal bank accounts, like a communist country, because they know a lot of people are claiming, let's call it millionaires, are claiming that they only make like $30,000 a year. But yet going through their account is a couple of $100,000. So the idea is for them to be able to tell people, hey, this guy has $200,000, $300,000 running through his account, but he claims he only makes $30,000 a year. So either he's money laundering or we need to start collecting our taxes. Okay, you know what? That's a good idea. But unfortunately, we live in America. We're not supposed to be doing that. Not so far, but that's a proposal right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it's going to pass Congress, clearly. It's not going to happen. They can talk all that nonsense, or Biden and all the administration, but it's not going to happen. All right? They're not going to be able to get 60, 70, 80 congressmen to agree on this. These guys are money laundering all the time. Let's talk about it. Can you now understand if somebody comes in and says they made a donation for $1,000, $600, that's going to be tracked. You can see where this path is going to lead to, because now they're going to be able to start checking on everything that you do, because they know most things cost more than $600. So let's get it real. So you're not going to be able to just be like, okay, it's going to affect everybody. And you don't think the wealthy want you to be able to check on their accounts, do you? Let's get real. All right. Now let's see who else is in the house. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN fam. Wilson Koo's in the house with the icon next to his name on the Friday night SSN Nation live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Boss, I flooded your email with new crypto opportunity. I'll be checking it out. You know, we got to do it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to check it out. I just found out when I had to log in before the live stream. But you know what's happening. Uh-oh, SSN polos. That's right. It's the lifestyle polos. And that's right. Anybody that saw the trailer, this SSN Lifestyle is a separate company, and that's coming out, ladies and gentlemen. So for that lifestyle, we got to have polos, right? And so, of course, if I'm going to start having polos for SSN Lifestyle, Stop Struggling Now, I might have to have some polos as well. But we're going to find out. But that's how it's going to be. Yeah, I got that Lambo. I'm going to check it out. We're going to run I'm going to run the intro for all the people that are not familiar with SSN Lifestyle. Like I say, I'm just going to call it a 5th through the 10th, top 10 investment opportunity this year. The reason why I call it that is because people can start, whether they have money and want membership privileges or people have no money. But membership privileges, as one of those credit card companies used to say, has its advantage. All right? Especially if you're going to be in the Founders Club. That has a significant advantage because that's a one-of-a-kind type of membership that I don't know anybody could get anywhere else other than if you're holding something called a black card. That's the only place that I know that you can get anything even close to this. And even then, if I'm holding a black card, they don't give me a free week on an island in a 2-bedroom penthouse anywhere. That's not going to happen. They will give me my $400, $600 worth of, or $1,000 worth of credit for airlines and upgrades and things like that. But hell, you know what your net worth has to be to get that card? Come on now. And here we are, ordinary citizens are able to get the same sort of treatment, just a little bit under that. All right? You're still going to get your little upgrades to first class or whatever when you need it. Occasionally. It's not going to be guaranteed 100, but if you send over your itinerary and we can make it happen, we'll make it happen at no additional cost. That's right. That's the Founders Club member. That is also the elite members as well. If you go pro member, and you're a free member, you don't get any love like that. All right. So I'm about to show you guys. I'll do the intro again in case a lot of people missed it. But once again, I forgot we're 17 minutes in. Please smash that like button. We have to let the YouTube guys know that we're here. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel down below and then click the all bell notifications because they don't like what we have to talk about here, trying to help people, ordinary citizens, OCs. That's what we do around here. All right, let's see what we got. Took another beat today. All three, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, S&P down. Economy, baby, slowing down. Reallocate your assets. Spread all the eggs. That's right, you got to diversify right now, ladies and gentlemen. Members of the channel who have the icons next to their name like Marrero, they know about 2 weeks ago, I believe, I was telling them I'm cashing out. I'm taking home my profits. Because when the Fed chairman, the Fed board starts selling their stocks and these guys are running the economy, I'm like, hold on a minute. That's a red flag. It was already a red flag from the inflation going up and all the money printing. And they're just basically bolstering up the economy on all the fake stuff. They're buying up debt. But when the Fed board started selling stocks, hold on a second. You know, these guys are millionaires. They don't want to lose their money. So that's a funny thing. So yeah, you got to diversify, reallocate, and there's something to reallocate to. Strong block. If you missed that video, ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday, 10 days ago, Wednesday night, Auntie Val was on the live stream. She blessed us with the knowledge of strong block. And if you get your 10 coins, the 10 strong block coins, you have them in MetaMask. Then you have a little ETH over in MetaMask as well. Then you go to strongblock.com and create your node, ladies and gentlemen. And in a couple of days, you'll have 1/10, which means the coin right now is $579.75. That means 1/10 tomorrow could be $57. And if it stays at that, it could be $57 every day. That's over $1,500 a month from passive income, meaning you don't have to do anything. That's why I call it the #1 investment in 2021. Because if you're going to make $1,500 a month, which is $18,000 a year on a $6,000 investment, that's like 300%. 3 times your money in 1 year. Never mind year 2, year 3. So we're hoping it stays up there 1 year, right? But long as we can get 4 months, we get our money back. So that's what we're aiming at, right? So you got to remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Gary White at Curtis Davis. I have my notepad and pen ready. You talk, I take notes. Very wise man, Gary White. That's right. That's the foundation of being winterized, ladies and gentlemen. Willing to learn. Always learning. How many times did you guys see the CEO of My Life series when Damon John was talking about he's always learning? You know why? Because your competition could get ahead. And if you need help on a project or help on something, if the help that you get and that person's the only one that knows what to do, if that person takes all the toys and leaves, what are you going to do if you don't know anything? So again, all valid points. And that's one of the things. When you want to be an emerging millionaire, you have to always be learning. So very well, Gary White. I'm happy to hear that. Big banks are screaming foul on that 600 proposal because guess what? People are going to find ways to keep their money away from the banks. Victor Marrero says it exactly what's going to happen. That's what I was thinking when I read it too. I was sitting there going, okay, so all the rich people, they'll just keep their money out of the bank, which now means the banks have a problem. Because remember, the banks use your money to make billions. They don't use their own money. They're using your money that you deposit in there. So imagine when deposits dry up and people put them in crypto. That's the funny part. Because everybody knows by now, even the banks, that you can do direct deposits almost anywhere. You can do direct deposits to Robinhood and Webull if you want to. You can do direct deposits to a secured credit card if you want to. You can do direct deposits to a brokerage and investment account if you wanted to. So you can bypass these clowns. They know this. So that's why the banks are like, no go. They're going to have big time problems. Terry Jones, not going to happen. But if it did, the rich would find a way to maneuver. And it would be the middle class that gets screwed. Exactly, Terry Jones. The rich have no problem. You know why? Because we have offshore bank accounts already. So it doesn't matter what they do. Okay, but they're going to try and keep track of when you send money out. So the outflows, right? So it's not like I can do a wire. That wire that I send out is going to be tracked under that system. But I agree with you. It's not going to happen. The banks aren't going to let that happen. And like I said, the millionaires are all in Congress. They're not going to sign off on this, at least not enough of them. I'd be hella shocked if 60 or 70 senators signed off on this. That's suicide. Because wherever there's records, that means somebody can see your information and what you're doing with your money. And if you find yourself in any type of bad situation with the law or any government entities, they're just going to be able to have all that information accessible without even having to do anything. It's one thing to have to go down and get a warrant and be like, hey, we want this guy's account, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole nother thing when you can just go in-house and go to the IRS and be like, let's look at this guy's account. What's going on? Whole bunch of bags of worms would open. Not going to happen. I don't think anyhow. I don't think it's going to happen. Let's go. Oh, wait, what is this going on? Hold on, I missed a whole bunch of things. Hold on here. Let's see. I guess people had a lot of gifts. 10K here, 30K there. Communism, exactly. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. I'm so happy to see you once again, and with the icon next to your name. Good evening, SSN. I am so glad to be here. Always a great wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much for saying that. Eric, dressing up like CEO, golf course, big deals, wearing polo shirts, silk. That's it. And notice the little tinge of the color because we're SSN Lifestyle. We can't go black. We can't go with the white or black. We have to go with that lifestyle that we're chilling. We're calm. We're cool. We're collective because we have the lifestyle. That's what it's all about, right? So we're going to be coming from Vegas next. Well, I'm not going to be live in Vegas next week, but the iHeartRadio is going on right now this year, starting out. This is some of the things for SSN Lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen, shows, tickets, entertainment. That's going to be available to some of the members for SSN Lifestyle. You'll be able to get in on some of this. And yeah, you can always buy the normal tickets, you know, whatever the price, the normal prices are, but we're going to have tickets less prices than that. So SSN Lifestyle members would be able to still go to these things and not have to pay retail price. And this ain't the only thing. We can start talking about, this is in Vegas right now, the iHeart. We can start talking about the EDC, not this year, next year. Anything that's happening this year, let's just put it plain and simple. We have a COVID scenario. Yes, 100 million people are vaccinated. There's still people getting sick and dying. So 2022, now you guys are going to be talking everything, the entertainments, the tickets, the boats, all this stuff is going to be in play with SSN Lifestyle. So members will be able to get in on this. But yes, CEO tonight, SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to change into the Emerging Millionaires t-shirt for Stop Struggling Now. But I had to do this first because I'm about to run the video in case a lot of people don't know what's going on. Not to be confused with Lambo. That's another coin. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll have to check that out. Checking in from New Mexico family, visiting the in-laws. Auntie Val doesn't stay too far away from us, showing us the love and the icon next to her name. And I have to say thank you so much, Auntie Val, for that strong block presentation on the Wednesday night live stream that created an uproar. A lot of people are sitting there going, oh my God, I can't move money. I can't get over there. And now look, from $450 a coin to now it's $570, $580 a coin. Just like that. My goodness. Once again, snooze, you lose a little bit. But again, I have to say it. If you have to invest $6,000 at the moment, are you really losing if you're creating or receiving $1,500 a month passive income? As long as you can get those 4 months where you get that $6K and you get back your money, you're good. That's all you need. 4 months, you're good. Anything after that, you have gravy. At 4 months, you have an option. Take your money out and then just let it ride from that point on, or reinvest and get another node and try to be greedy. $3,000 a month coming in. That's nice. $4,500. Now we're starting to get up there. So in 8 months, you could have 3 nodes, maybe more. Depends on the price. But thank you so much, Auntie Val, once again for being here. Curtis, Davis, Auntie Val, good vibes. Oh, Eton G, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. I humbly appreciate that. Thank you. I'm in the automotive industry. After a record-breaking year plus, we are yet to experience the drought, but I am anticipating the ripple effect in the next year or so. Low inventory, crazy high grosses. Exactly. And not to mention the chip shortage, which has halted many assembly lines. So that means if you can't make it, you can't sell it. That's how it works. So therefore, there has to be a slowdown. It's just that most of the major auto manufacturers, they already have cars on lots before the chip situation affected most of them. So therefore, they still have inventory out there. And since you're on a dealership lot, you can always ship inventory from one dealer to another. So therefore, they're still ahead of the curve by about 7 months, 6 months, something like that, until the calendar changes. That's when everybody starts going, okay, it's 2022. Where's the 2022 cars? And all of a sudden, you have a shortage of 2022 cars. Now, all of a sudden, people start noticing. But a shortage of 2021 cars, most people are like, whatever, no notice. But thank you so much, Uton G. Man, thank you so much for that donation. I humbly appreciate it. Again, all right, recommend everyone to read the new proposed tax changes under the Biden administration. The top tax bracket to increase to 39.5, but the biggest change is almost double long-term capital gains. Woo! Yeah, those proposed tax changes, it's going to be very, very interesting. And once again, we're going to get into it tonight, even though I've went by 30 minutes giving the teaser to the SSN Lifestyle, but we're going to get into teaser for, let's just put it this way, down below. We're going to talk about starting a business, right? Because I am an advocate. In order to stay ahead, you have to have revenue coming in. And speaking of the revenue coming in and talking about this tax, long-term taxes, you're going to have to start making decisions on how much money you want to make. Because here's what's going to happen. Like I've been telling people already, if you make, like, let's just say you make $40,000 a year or less, right? I haven't looked at the full proposal. I looked at it before where you had to actually make 400,000, something, or 250, 400. And most people don't make that, so it wouldn't affect them. But this long-term tax increase rate that they're talking about, that will affect a lot of people. But remember, it goes by how much you make sometimes. So if you make under a certain number, then your tax bill for capital gains can be less. I don't know if they close that loophole, but if you have your own business, which is one of the ways that you can be winterized, You don't have to worry because your business makes money. That means no matter what happens to the economy, you can always raise your prices even just a little bit, and you're able to stave off the inflation. You're able to stave off anything bad that comes because you have business. You're not relying on another business to support you, meaning a job to support you. You have extra streams of income coming in, so you have a way, right? So business is number one. I have the Opus virtual office down below because a lot of people wants to start their business, but who wants to use their phone, their cell phone as their business number? Who wants to use their residential address as their business number? And for $99 a month, which is a tax write-off, you actually have a commercial address and a business phone number and a person that they're live and answer your phone, such as, hello, this is SSN Lifestyle. Then they'll transfer you to whoever they need to transfer. Then it comes to your phone. So it's not a problem. And it's a commercial address. So once again, at least you have a commercial address and you are not using your residential address. That's one of the benefits. It's a business fax number as well. They get your business mail. Your business mail can be forwarded to you if you want that service. There's a few other services, but down below is the link and get your $100 off from the promo code. There's a setup fee, but SSN Nation members, you don't have a setup fee. Use the YG1 code. All those are letters, YG1 code, and you get off your $100 setup fee. All right. That's how we do it. That's how we start. That's how you can get your business rolling. All right. That's right. Gotta recommend. I like that recommendation. All right. I'm going to cut this short, not meaning the live stream. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the SSN Lifestyle promo. A lot of you here who's been in the SSN Nation have seen this promo. I have not changed it. New promo, new video coming out next Friday for the SSN Lifestyle. All right. Because it has to be talking about some more things. We're going to have to start talking about compensation plans. Right. People don't understand the compensation plans yet. I haven't set that out there. It's going to be out there next week. So therefore, there's also a SSN Lifestyle YouTube channel, but unfortunately, because there's no subscribers, because you have to have a number of subscribers in order to get that name. So even though we have the name, you can't just go YouTube /SSN Lifestyle. It won't come up. So I should have a link, but I don't have a link down below to go to there and sign up and subscribe. Victor, the market will drop. The Fed speaks in Wednesday. Look to REITs, AMT, Simon, CCI, time for more defense approach, or just cash up. Curtis Davis, you know, on my approach, I said cash up. That's what I said. Duffel bag, cash it up a little bit. Yeah, and again, I kept, like I told everybody, I kept the Ericssons, I kept the Nokia, I kept the Facebooks, I kept the Apples, the Microsofts. All those I kept. I'm not getting rid of them. The tech companies, the Amazon, those guys I feel comfortable with, regardless if economy goes down, there's people that's still going to be ordering their stuff. So yeah, they may have less revenue, but it's not going to be like down 10. They're not going to be down from 90% revenue to 10%. That's not going to happen. They might go from, let's call it 90% down to 70%, but that means they're still making money. A hell of a lot of money. So they don't make $1 trillion this year. Okay. So they make 700 million. Come on. What is that? They're still making profits, ladies and gentlemen. Those phones, by the way, only cost $300. Come on, $330, something like that to make. The global reset is real. Collect assets ASAP. Welcome, A3 Saval. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. All right, now I'm going to show this SSN Lifestyle promo. Let me see if I can find the voice. There we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out. Hey, and if anybody has any feedback, please drop it down in the chat after you see this. SSN Lifestyle. Do you want to travel and see the world? Stay in luxurious accommodations. Have peace of mind and relaxation. The financial freedom to enjoy the life you deserve? Well, welcome to the SSN Lifestyle. Your financial health will create your wealth. We're here to help you drive to your destination of greatness. And we have the start button. If you are willing to learn, put in the work, and help others achieve their goals and dreams, then please join us for a better future. And welcome to the SSN Lifestyle. We will help you create happiness and freedom to enjoy life. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I put back on the SSN Nation merchandise because this also has to do with winter is coming for you. But hey, you can be an emerging millionaire, and guess what? You don't have to worry. So anyhow, if anybody has any feedback on that, we're going to talk about SSN Lifestyle. But first up, we got to talk about get your free $10 from Coinbase. It's down below in the description. Get your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. And then share your links, ladies and gentlemen. When you have the Coinbase, share the link. Help other people get the $5 or $10. Share your link when Robinhood and Webull and help people get some of that free Apple and get some of these free stocks. Why not? It doesn't hurt. Everybody has social media these days. That doesn't hurt too much, right? All right. Let's see. A3 Saval with the global reset. Many people in W-2 income have tax burden, while most K-1 schedule holders have deductions and low taxes. That's exactly how it's going to continue to work. That's exactly what's going to happen. Curtis, I agree. I'm slowing down a little on stock market and filling up a cash duffel bag. Can't be super aggressive on the stock market now, especially being so close to second retirement like me. Exactly. Nobody should be taking high risk. You should be taking the profits off the table, like Gino Chimiente has been doing all this time, the last couple years, and for the last 20, 30 years. So that's how you do it, Auntie Val. Hey, Auntie Val from Vanessa Comagate. Good evening, Vanessa. Utan G. I'm relying, investing heavily on my crypto and stocks portfolio. Can't wait to start making money on my real estate. Triple whammy. That's how you got to do it, Utan. But don't, hey, if you have some profits going on right now, I suggest you consider taking some off the table with the stocks and crypto, because you never know what's going to happen, because the Federal Reserve is going to have to do something. They have to do self-preservation here for the United States. That means stocks are going to come down. We just don't know how far down. And crypto, well, you know how it works. They always try to manipulate when stocks go down, and they manipulate other markets to make it so that people won't invest and take their money out of the stocks and put them in something else. But the way crypto's moving, there's almost no way they can stop it, because there's yields that are being done by Celsius Network and Nexo. By the way, they're down below too. Celsius Network and Nexo, they're giving interest every day, albeit it's not 300% or 200% or 100%. But if you can earn 10% or 8% a year by just holding your crypto anyhow, that's a win regardless. So therefore, these are the kind of things. And the real estate does give you the triple whammy, because with real estate, most people have to live somewhere. So you'll be able to collect rent, whether it's vacation rental, month-to-month rental, you'll be able to collect rent. That's for sure. And you want to know what else is funny? I'm going to get into SSN Lifestyle shortly, but I have to talk about this since he brought up the real estate, because think of this. If you're in a vacation rental area where resorts are and where people go on vacation, nothing's going to change. The people with money are still going to go to these vacation destinations. That's the difference. See, people don't understand. It's a big world out here. There's people in Mexico that have money. There's people in South America and in Nicaragua and Brazil and Venezuela who has money. Guess what they do? They're on an island. They're on a beach somewhere. They're in resort locations. People in Europe, they're going to have money. People in Asia, they're going to have money. All right? So start thinking about this. Look at it this way. Once you know the numbers, ladies and gentlemen, 50. Okay, there's not 50, but there's 48 million millionaires in the USA. That's not worldwide. That's just in the USA. So just 48 million millionaires means these people will still have money regardless of the economy. In fact, they get to make more. And so therefore, they'll be able to go to these resort locations. That's 48 million in the USA, not worldwide. Worldwide, there are 3,800 billionaires worldwide. That's not a lot, but still, out of the 3,800 billionaires, their family, their offspring, they have millions themselves. So you got to add those guys into the mix. They're on vacation and go trips all over the place. Trust fund kids still go all over the place. Come on now. So those people who are lucky enough to have things in vacation rental locations where people want to go, people from all over the world are going to be there. It's not going to stop. Never. What will stop, though, is if you own a house and all of a sudden the house goes down 20, 30, 40% in value, and now you're paying for a house at 30, 40% less for a mortgage, and now we're back to 2006, 7, and 8 again. That would be bad. But again, those on the lower economic scale are going to be affected the most. So we have to do something about that, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I started off the number one thing: start your own business. We can talk about how to do it. Get your Secretary of State. Most states, it's Secretary of State. There's a few states that use something else. But you can go there and start there. And then, like I said, Opus Virtual Office is down below, where you don't have to use your residential address and still have a business phone number. Somebody answers under your company name live, and they can transfer the call to you. That's a perfect scenario, in my opinion. And for $99 a month, that ends up being a tax write-off at the end of a year, because you're in business. All right. So let's keep going. All right. Crypto is king. Right now, crypto is king, but it's only 12 years old. I always caution everybody on this. It's 12 years old, and crypto so far has been functioning like a new, I don't want to call it a currency, but that's what, for lack of a better term, I have to call it that. But it's only a 12-year-old currency. US dollar, what is that really? 100, 150 years or something? And even then it failed. So that's why they had to create the Federal Reserve. And then, of course, the Federal Reserve loaned the United States government money. Come on. This is crazy stuff here. 100 years, 105 years, literally, or thereabouts, is the modern monetary theory for 105, 106 years. That's it. And it hasn't been good so far. Because if you start thinking about 1930s Great Depression, 2008 Great Recession, and then in the 70s a recession, then in the 80s, then in the 90s, dot-com bust in the 00, you start realizing, well, wait a minute. Bad stuff happens like every 10, 12, 15 years. What's going on around here? And the only reason it doesn't is because the Federal Reserve buys up all the debt instead of letting companies in the capitalist system go bye-bye. They have to file bankruptcy. They go, hold on, we'll bail you out. Controlling cash flow is key in business. Airbnb rentals, product prices, service price. Exactly, Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, calling it like it is. And if you control the cash flow and the revenue, and you know what that number is, you get to always be ahead of inflation, always be ahead of not having any money. You can stay ahead. It's that easy. Just getting ready to get virtual office at Opus. There you go, Wilson Koo. That's how we have to do it. Thank you so much. Hey, Barry White just got on SSN Live Show. Wilson Koo, thank you so much for that. Big corporations from Marrero. Big corporations will start acquiring assets to shield from taxes. That's it exactly. Investing in robotics, artificial intelligence, which will lead to layoffs. This should keep you up at night. Victor Marrero, it doesn't keep me up at night, but you exactly expressed to everybody what's going to happen. This is actually literally what's going to happen. With or without the tax situations, this is literally what's going to happen. They're going to join forces because together they're going to be able to do things that separately right now they can't do. That's how it's working. In fact, it's already started. People have to just pay attention. They're making partnerships. It's just getting out of control. Hello, SSN family. Great to see you all. Jewel 20 ladies in the house. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, just because U.S. economy shut down, many other millionaires will travel to DR or Mexico or Europe. Airbnb, VRBO money will pay. That's it exactly. That's how we're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the mantra right there. Get your assets right now. The assets are the ones that pay us. That has nothing to do with the economy in reality. You don't want to be in those assets. Like, look, stocks, bonds, all that can be assets. They are. But when they go bad, like in March of 2020, when they went bad, 30-40% drop in prices, and all of us were able to get in and make 1,000% returns, 800, 600, 700% returns, because we recognize what it was. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you can go back to March and April of 2020 videos and you will see us talking about what stocks to buy, and then you can track it and see, and you'll be like, oh man, these guys really did do 300, 500, 800, 1,000%. Because I'll just put it plain and simple. NEO at the time was only $3. Actually, it was $2 and something. That's how low NEO got. We were talking about investing in EVs. All the EVs were like $6 or less. Ford was at $6 or less. Just to give you an idea, you can go look at all the EVs. They're all 300, 400, 500, 600%. In some cases, it was already over 1,200% in the case of NEO, and it still is at that rate. If your price point would have been somewhere around $3.50. So again, that's just one example, but there's many. Never mind, Mr. Financial was dropping gems back then, talking about. I'm trying to think of the. It was like Domo. It was like man, I can't even remember all the names because we had so many stocks, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have 5. We don't have 6. We had like 20 or 30 you could have invested in, maybe even more. Come on. I did a video standing out in front of Dave & Buster's going, hey, when Dave & Buster's was $5, it was like, hey, you might want to get this stock right here. Dave & Buster's is shut down, but they're going to be back. So it's everybody has to take a risk though, right? We took a risk. So if you want to be emerging millionaires, you always have to take a risk. Except there comes a thing such as time, age, and risk. That's why when you get older, you take less risk. That's generally what happens. But I come from the other school. Taking risk all the time is fun. That's the way I look at it. All right. So let me go pull up. It's something I didn't have ready, but it's okay. We're going to do it something different. Because I'm going to do SSN Lifestyle before we get into this because it's already 47 minutes. But once again, I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I wanted to put this up here again so people can see this. I wanted you to see this once again on the screen. The Fed, Powell, look at this funny stuff. Powell orders ethics review after Fed presidents disclose multi-million-dollar. Here we go. Federal Reserve official stock trading sparks ethics review. You think? These guys are actually supposed to be in charge of the economy, and they're over here doing stock trading based off of the information. They know who they're giving bailouts to. They know whose debt they're buying. They know who they're giving money to at 0.1%. I mean, this is unbelievable, like a banana republic. This is unbelievable. You think, yeah, and you know what's going to happen? Nothing. Absolutely nothing's going to happen of this ethics review. They've been doing it the whole time. All right. Now, let's get into some SSN Lifestyle. This is the video that you just saw. And let's see if I have it up right. Yeah, I think I do. Yes. So we're going to talk about, this is one of the top 10 investments in 2021 right now. It's in pre-launch, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be in pre-launch for about another 30 days, 45 days, something like that. So everybody can get in. I'm going to start off with the top. In fact, I'm going to start off with the bottom because this is the no guru zone. The no guru zone means we don't charge for courses here. We don't have anything to sell you. SSN Lifestyle is a separate entity. That's a SSN Lifestyle LLC, separate entity from Stop Struggling Now. But because it's Stop Struggling Now and that's part of the SSN, that's why I'm telling people here before it goes out to the rest of the internet world. So everybody here can get in at lower rates, lower prices, get in first before it starts getting out there, because some more videos are going to be coming out that people are going to be able to share as members. More promotional gifts and banners and things like that are going to be coming out so people can share. So then once it starts rolling, other people are going to be signing up who are not affiliated with SSN Lifestyle or SSN Nation. So I just want to show you. So to begin with, no guru zone means what is a business who restricts membership by charging people money, lots of money, right? So one of the tenets that we have here at Stop Struggling Now, we try to help everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, OCs or ordinary citizens. We're trying to give you the game. So in this case, SSN Lifestyle is no different. A person can actually be an affiliate. A person can be a free member. That's an affiliate. You can refer people over to SSN Lifestyle to sign up in things like the Founders Club and have a membership, or the membership, or some of the hot deals, or some other products and services that we're going to have on here. Of course, I'm going to have the t-shirts for SSN Lifestyle, but that's only, most people would only buy that if they're going to be in SSN Lifestyle. But again, if somebody comes over and buys it and they used your link, you receive commission. Under the free version, you receive commission. You also, everybody receives commission no matter what your membership is. So I just want to get that out there so a person can sign up for free and still refer people and receive commission. Here's another thing. What happens most of the time when we start talking about network marketing or referring people? You refer somebody, just like I'm talking on the free version, and then somebody signs up. You get your one-time commission, $25, let's say. After you get your one-time commission, what happens? Because you didn't sign up as a member, you never receive any more commission because it was only set up for the one time. Not here at SSN Lifestyle. You sent somebody over here, whether you have a free membership or a paid membership, you're getting commission every time that person comes back and buys again. How about that? So basically, everybody gets the same thing, no matter what your membership is, as far as receiving commission. Now, when you join the membership, you get other perks, but as far as commission goes for referring people, everybody. The other thing that's going to happen is you get commission based on if another person signs up another person, meaning not the normal way. What I mean is, when you go to the movies and you just saw the last, Fast and Furious 9 or 10, whatever's out, and then you would go see somebody and you say, hey, man, that was a cool movie. And then that person goes there and goes to the movie and checks it out, but you don't get any money for that. Well, what we're going to do here is, let's say you tell somebody to come over here at SSN Lifestyle, and then they sign up and buy product, services, or membership. And then that person who just signs up tells another person. And so that person signs up. Well, the original person that signed up, the middle person, don't you think he should receive a little commission from the next level down? Of course, I do. So we're making it happen. I'm making it happen. That's how it's going to go. So it's going to go down a few levels where when you sign up somebody for products and services, if they buy something and refer somebody else, that's cool. You're going to get paid. They keep coming back and buying more. You're going to get paid. Everybody's going to keep getting paid. That's how it works. All right, that's the first thing. Let's just get all that out the way, because it's monetary situations, and making money is part of this. I want to make money when we sleep, right? So we're going to go to the top line. This is the creme de la creme. I started with the bottom, then we'll go to the middle. But let me see if anybody has any questions, because there's always some questions, right? Let's go see. All right, let's go see here. Controlling cash flow, big corporations, Jewel Lady, family, great to see you all. Billionaires, 2020 was fun. Domo, Okta, Twillo, AMD, Neo, Dave & Buster's, Wendy's, BAC. Now that he mentions it, Wells Fargo was $23 at the time, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you an idea. Sure, it didn't go up to 120 or 150, but it still doubled. And it still was kicking us dividends. So, again, those are all the ones. Thank you, Curtis Davis, for mentioning those. That's just a handful. Diesel Mike is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to your name. I appreciate that support. Mike, hello at Curtis Davis. Curtis Davis, good evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of you have seen this before. This is the SSN Lifestyle Pre-Launch Founders Club. And once again, it's still so the SSN, well, I see somebody's been messing with my little playground here, but it's all right. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so we're going to get into the Founders Club. This is number one. Just so you guys know, Founders Club have special advantages. There's only 15 exclusive spots. There's only 15 people that can have a slot, and it's $22.99. Just like in pre-construction, there's going to be the price increase as we build this out. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys right now. So here's one of the reasons why some people, in fact, we have less spots than 13 on here, by the way, just to let you guys know. So that's going to be updated. But 1 week at the Punta Cana Penthouse, that's going down. All right, just so you guys know, you've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen, and you can sign up with a credit card, debit card, and come to find out, you may be able to sign up using Venmo out of all choices. But anyhow, we're going to talk about that later. But right now, it's set up for PayPal. All right. And then when I do the donations for Ring of Fire, which I call donations, but it's funding, it's a 3 different names, but it all ends up being investment. But the point I'm trying to make here is 7 nights, 8 days in a Punta Cana penthouse. You have a choice between 2 penthouses. One's in Vista Cana, one's in Primavera, Residences 2, which are in the same area. They're literally, well, according to Victor Marrero, we're about 3 to 5 minutes from downtown. And he's probably right. Like I said, I just can't remember. I thought it was like 5 minutes, but it might be less. All I know, it was close. Talked in the car for a few minutes, and the next thing I know, we were turning off and we were downtown. So it's that close to downtown, which is another thing altogether. But it includes the 4 tickets to Coco Bongo, because if you've got a free week at a penthouse, you're probably going to want to take your friends, right? And that free week in the penthouse, you have 1 night of a private chef. You're also going to have 2 tickets to Kathmandu Park. That's right. Look it up, ladies and gentlemen. Kathmandu Park is going to be downtown or near downtown. And that is an amusement park. You're going to have tickets for that. You're going to have 2 all excursion boat tickets to the island. And I still don't know how to pronounce it. Isla Soana, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe Uton can help me out with that. But once again, all that's included. Just the first thing. That in itself is probably, in fact, come to think of it, that in itself is worth like $2,000. 7 nights is worth a set number, and all that together is worth something. That's all included. Then you still get 3 nights, 4 days at other places like in Vegas, Hawaii, Orlando, things like that for your membership. You also have passive income from the Refer a Friend program, because what that means is something spectacular, in my opinion. Imagine there's a SSN Founders home, villa, rental, and only 15 people will be able to rent that location by using whatever they want to use to get people to rent, and you get to keep a higher percentage of profit because you rented it. Something you didn't have to buy. You don't have to pay HOAs. You don't have to pay membership. You don't have to pay maintenance. You don't have to pay anything. That's going to be included as well. Passive income can be achieved that way as well. All right. And then that's a Refer a Friend program as a whole. That's part of the membership. And by the way, Founders Club members are in the membership overall. So it's a membership in itself, but nobody else can be in it once the 15 spots are gone, no matter how much you do. All right. This is where the exclusive is for the HOA, housekeeping, no maintenance, no nothing. So another stream of income for Founders Club members. 2 VIP tickets to the Punta Cana party, second quarter 2023. Yes, I know it's 18 months away or thereabouts, maybe 16 months, but time flies, ladies and gentlemen. Includes 2 VIP tickets for the yacht party. It's going to include 2 VIP tickets for the Catamaran Party. Dates to be determined by the second quarter 2023. Yearly boat credit, $450. Hey, you know what that means? You guys want to go out on one of these three-hour tours on a boat at one of these marinas? Well, members of the Founders Club get a $450 credit. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's places that only charge $100, $120, $150, but Founders Club members have that. Upgrade tickets. Again, I can't say enough about this. By the way, like I said, going to be in Vegas in about 10 days or so. This is what could happen, right? Depending on what airline you're taking. The airline I'm taking I don't even think they have first class. But the airline I'm taking, let's just say you send over your itinerary and then you say, this is what I'm doing. And then you never know, at our discretion. It's not 100% of the time, but at our discretion, we may upgrade you without you having anything to do with it, because we'll have your itinerary. All right. So that's a bonus. Then Founders Club members receive extra discounts, and I'll show you the hot deals, ladies and gentlemen, and on other things like the SSN Lifestyle Gear. That's going to be up. SSN Lifestyle Gear, let's just say it's $49.99. I don't know what the price is yet. The Founders Club members will get a higher discount than the elite members and the pro members. Founders Club members are special. They'll always receive higher discounts than everybody else. When you're going on, if you wanted to use one of the hot deals for vacation rental, you get discounts if you're a member. But Founders Club members get higher discounts. And lastly, on number 10, there's a bonus pool specifically for Founders Club members. All right? And the bonus pools for Founders Club members is going to start 3 months after we launch. They're going to be receiving a special bonus pool, which means passive income, ladies and gentlemen. Passive. You know what passive income means? That means once you make an investment, let's say $2,299, they don't have to make any other investments, but they do have a monthly fee. Don't get me wrong on that. But the point I'm trying to make is they still will be in the bonus pool after 3 months, and they will be getting a check because they're founders. Elite membership, which I haven't shown, you also have a bonus pool, but it's not exclusive to you. And the pro members have a bonus pool, but it's not exclusive to you. If you're a free member, you're getting no bonus pool nor none of this. So now, as a Founders Club member, you get the pro bonus pool. You receive part of the elite bonus pool. And now if you're an elite member, all you get is part of the pro bonus pool and the elite bonus pool. You see how this goes? And if you're a pro member, all you get is the pro bonus pool. That's it. All right. So that's why, again, the Founders Club, they get all 3 pools. And there's going to be a 4th pool. I'm letting you guys know right now. There's going to be 4 pools, because after the Founders Club is no longer available, then there will be a higher membership. All right. But nobody can get anything that the Founders Club have in the top, what is this, top 5. I left out number 4, the Ring of Fire. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ring of Fire is very special. All right. This is beyond special here. Now, the Ring of Fire is for investments. So when we have our first one, I'm going to give you guys the number. Here's the number. The number is the investment to get in on the first seed pre-Series A round of investment. This is like the one that's $25,000. You're able to get in on the investment. Now, it's crowdfunding, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're doing here with the Ring of Fire. The Founders Club members, they get first dibs to invest. So in other words, we know, let's say it's $25,000, not each person, $25,000 altogether. So let's say that's what the investment is to get in on this particular investment, which is actually a thing. It's coming up. This is going to be the first one. And then let's say out of the 15 Founder Club members, let's say out of all 15, we got to the 25,000. Well, guess what happens? It's over. That's it. So if you're an elite or pro member, you don't get in it because we reached the 25,000 number. Sure, we can have the elite and pro members in there, and yes, we reached the 25, and we go over that as founders. But and then of course you can get in, but that's not how this is working. There's a reason there's a hierarchy, and there's a reason there's a hierarchy on the membership. And the Founders Club is a membership. So that's why the hierarchy is with them. So nobody else can invest. So if we go at 20, if we reach 25,000 or more for that investment, it's closed out. You miss out. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we don't reach the 25,000 threshold, then next up on the way the membership goes, the elite members are next. So now let's just say we're 10,000 short. Now the elite members, out of all the elite members, we get up to 25,000. That means the Founders Club members and the elite members, those are the ones that are invested. And if you're a pro member, you're out. So that's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, that's why the Founders Club is very, very powerful. And that's why the $22.99 isn't going to be lasting long, because soon as, like I said, a week from now, the price is going to go up. I don't know what it's going to go up to, but it's still not going to be $22.99. Okay, next Friday, it's going to be a different number, just so you guys understand this. So that's why you should get in now. You can use your credit card. You can use your debit card. We're not telling people to send Zelle or anything like that. This isn't no scam artistry stuff. You can use your credit cards or debit cards, all right? Now, just gives you an idea of the pro membership is $149.99. Notice this. Start your own business, refer others, passive income is possible because you have these bonus pools. Now, remember, it's $19.99 for the pro membership. The elite membership is $29.99. And guess what the Founders Club membership is, even with all their perks? $29.99 right now, ladies and gentlemen. You know that's going to go up too, by the way. So if you haven't already gotten in at the Founders Club level, I would suggest you consider it, highly consider it. And then you'll notice that these are the benefits from the A lifetime bonus. They even have yacht rental discount, but it's going to be lower. It's a lower number than the Founders. It's lower number than the elite. Entertainment show tickets, those are all going to be on tap. Business equity investment opportunities, there's asterisks there. All these have asterisks. All right. Oh, I forgot. Everybody's going to have affiliate training videos in the back office starting probably 3 days from now, 4 days, maybe 5 days from now. Let's just call it next Friday. I'll do next Friday. Starting next Friday, a lot of people aren't familiar with affiliate marketing or sending out information. Well, in the back office, there's going to be free videos. All right. So that'll be included. And then, of course, notice G, more to come. That's right. This isn't all, ladies and gentlemen. There's more. And then, of course, the pros, they get a higher discount for the boat rental, and they also are able to get on an airline ticket upgrade. All right. So that's one of the bonuses, whereas the 149 membership, you can't get in on that. And the business investment opportunities, you're last on the totem pole if you're a pro member. So once again, even the 349 level is nice. And just so you guys can see it here, black and white. And then, of course, in living color, you can see the different memberships: free, pro, elite, founders. Join, sign up, join. All right. So this is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Just had to give you that. If anybody has any feedback, let me know. All right. That's how we're doing it. So that leaves us 20. That's the new company coming out. There's a link down below for everybody that wants to get in. You'll see the SSN Lifestyle link down below in the description. Let me see what else is down below in the description, come to think of it. The free $10 from Coinbase is down below. The SSN Lifestyle. By the way, winter is coming. What do we need? We need assets. Unstoppable domains, ladies and gentlemen. Get your .crypto, get your .nft, get your whatever it needs to be in the crypto space. So when people send you money to your stopstrugglingnow.crypto, they can send any crypto. You don't have to give them, hey, you're sending me BTC, here's my BTC code. or my QR code. You don't have to give them none of that. All you do is say, send it to stopstrugglingnow.crypto. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Just so you know, you want to be an emerging millionaire? Stick around. This is SSN University, SSN Academy, the free version, because this is the No Guru Zone. And please smash that like button, because the YouTube guys doesn't like sharing our information, because we're trying to help people come from out of anywhere. Even if we want to invest, again, let's stick with the number one investment, strong block. Number two investment, pre-construction condos, no credit check, no qualifying, no barrier to entry. That's our specialty around here, ladies and gentlemen. Rising tide lifts all boats. Let's see what's happening. All right. Now, let's go. Wilson Koo says, sounds good. Upgraded tickets. That's right, Curtis Davis. You heard me. That's right. Who else? What other company is going to do that? Like I said, you can have a Chase Sapphire. Chase Sapphire. They'll give me like a $400 or $500 credit for my airlines and give me an upgrade one time. That'll be taken care of, But other than that, that's not how it works. What other membership club is offering this type of stuff to their members? Nobody. Like I said, I'm going to consider this a top 10 situation, because as far as I know, there isn't any other groups that are sitting here going, you know what, we're giving you all this bonus pools. It could be lifetime pools. Lifetime pool. Let me explain the bonus pool to you, ladies and gentlemen, just so you understand. Again, I'm going to use the scenario. Let's just say I'm in, which I am, I'm in SSN Lifestyle. I refer, let's say, 10 people. And for whatever reason, let's just say, you know what, I make a little bit of money, but I don't want to be in SSN Lifestyle and pay the membership fee anymore. Things like that. This incentive is going to be kind of wild, right? So, but let's say 5 of the 10 people are still in SSN Lifestyle, and that means they're paying us monthly fees. That means you still get to be in the bonus pool. All right. Now, the fact that you're not going to be active, that means the bonus pool will never go up, so to speak. It's only going to go down, because as people come and go, that's what's the natural attrition. That's what's going to happen. So I'm just letting you know, there's a potential where you could make a lot of money still, whether you're in or out. But the point is, you're still going to have to perform. You're still going to have to sign, whether you sign up a customer who keeps rebuying, you still get to receive some money. All right. On the bonus pool level. Now, if your customer keeps buying and you're no longer a monthly member, what can I say? You're not going to be getting anything. All right. Let's just face facts. You can go to a free membership and then you don't have your membership at all. That's what you're going to be. You're not going to be able to get any discounts around the world. No discounts on the show tickets, entertainment tickets, and all that. You're going to be just like a free member at that point. You are going to have to be paying top dollar if you want to come join the party. Just letting you know, giving you the ramifications of making these decisions. But all this is live right now. You guys can get in. You can sign up right now on all levels, no matter which one you want. And when you sign up, you're signing up on the website. And then within 24 hours, you'll receive the back office information, where it's going to be whatever you sign up as in the Stop Struggling, the SSN Lifestyle website. That username is going to be your same username in the back office. And then you're going to have to basically sign password. So then that way you'll be able to set up your password yourself. We won't know what it is. All right. So that's how it's going to roll. Just letting you guys know. SSN Lifestyle is here. It's coming. And once again, if you want to be an emerging millionaire, that's another investment opportunity for you. All right. And I'm more excited about the investment opportunities that's going to come before us. Yes, like that 25,000 example I gave. That right there is a situation where whatever you pledge and invest or donate, I'm using all those words because that's what it is because you're not going to, in this particular first one we do, you're not going to receive any equity. You're not going to, well, you have equity because you're an investor. But what I mean is you're not going to be receiving any revenue because it is a pre-launch type company. I'm not talking about SSN Lifestyle. I'm talking about the company we're investing in. So therefore, they don't have revenues. So there's nothing to return. But we're going to be in on the bottom, the seed, the very first round, which means it's not even a Series A. So you don't have to be an accredited investor. That's very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. But are you willing to wait 3 years, 5 years, 7 years to possibly get that return on your money? And also remember, 90% of startups fail. So we're hoping we're going to pick the right ones. But just like Shark Tank, they are millionaires and billionaires with all type of information and research tools at their disposal. They don't even pick winners all the time. They just don't tell you about the losers. That's all they do. And they're on TV. They're able to promote. They even have their own shark brands. And that doesn't even guarantee that the people still win. Just to let you know. So keep things in perspective. But this first one, I like. I really do like, because this is something that everybody needs. So that's why it's going to be very, very special. I don't see how this is going to go away. In fact, I think once it starts rolling, I believe they're going to be a buyout company, in my opinion. But is that going to be buyout at year 4, buyout at year 7? Who knows? But I'm thinking we're going to find out. But that's where it's going. All right. So just letting you guys know. All right. So that's it with the SSN Lifestyle. That's like my number 3 top investment in 2021. Along with, of course, now I'm not putting it in order as number 3. I'm just saying top 3 of 10 investments. SSN Lifestyle is going to be in that ballpark too. Number 4 on a list of 1 through 10 and no particular order, crypto, right? Crypto you have to consider because you're getting interest on your money. You're able to borrow at 0% if you're in California, but you're able to borrow at 1% at Celsius Network. You're able to borrow from Nexo with no credit check, no qualifying. So you can borrow against your assets. That's pretty simple, right? And I got to tell you, I did a borrow scenario at Nexo, and at 10 minutes or less, the money was in my account. That's it. It took me less than 10 minutes because they leave a running total on the screen of what you can borrow. But it was that simple. And since I didn't have to sell my crypto, that did not cause a taxable event. All right? You guys understand that taxes in crypto, well, they're going to be taxed. You just put it this way. The federal government hasn't made any designation on crypto, but here they are taxing crypto. Like, wait, I thought you guys thought this was fake stuff. Now you're taxing the fake stuff? I guess it's not fake stuff anymore. Kind of funny, right? So that's how it works. All right, here we are. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, SSN University. That's right. It's in full effect right now, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn Daddy is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Good evening, fam. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here. Nice to see you once again. I appreciate your support. Here we are with Melanie Bonita. Great evening, SSN family. Happy Friday. Miss 24 streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me right. I'm not even exaggerating. In fact, by now, I've been saying Miss 24 streams of income for like 6-7 months. It might be 25, I'm sure by now. But anyhow, 24 is enough to rest her laurels on. But she's still striving out here. She's not giving up. She understands what this situation brings in the future. Duffel bags of cash. That's what's going to be handy, ladies and gentlemen. You need that right now. So, again, go see her books at Amazon under her name. You can just Google it. You'll see it. For men, for women, for financials, for psychology. She's got it all, ladies and gentlemen, to help you. Find her YouTube channel as well. And she smashed the like button, even though I never say it enough. Thank you so much, Melanie Bonita, for saying that with the icon next to her name. Please smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. You know why. YouTube gods show us no love. But it doesn't matter. We're still making it happen. With or without the YouTube gods. Eric, I sent you a list of future projects in Punta Cana. That place is blowing up. They'll need to expand the current airport capacity. Yeah, you got that right. They're going to have to, that's why they're going to have to make that second airport. up north of Macau. It's not even an option. That little airport that they have right now, that thing is so small, it's ridiculous. I don't even know how they're servicing all these people coming in already, the 3 million or 4 million that comes in. So this is going to be very interesting. It's crazy. I'm speechless that their airport is so small. Now I have to go look at something. I have to go check something out. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. That could be the case if Gary White's still watching. That could be the case. I don't. If you can't see that join link, that would be why. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the link. I thought the link was from something I sent you before. I'm looking at it right now because I always like talking about real estate because that also is a top 10 investment right now. If you can get your hands on some real estate and you control it, even if you don't really fully own it, if you can get a real estate under contract and control it, yes, depending on what the real estate is, it could go down in value. So you just don't want to buy any real estate. You listen to some of these gurus talking about, well, they're not building, making more land. I'm like, what's that got to do with how much I can buy my house for? I don't. Yeah, there's millions of acres unbuilt, not built yet. So what does that got to do with what I'm buying over here in Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi, whatever, California? What's that got? Nothing. Because if I buy in the wrong location, in the wrong area, the value of the home goes down a lot more in lower income neighborhoods than they do in higher income neighborhoods. All right, let's just put it out there. That's how it is. So you got to pay attention. But now on the other flip side of it, again, and this is why you guys have heard me always talk about this for 3 years, why I always stay in that vacation rental lane. Because vacation rental lane allows me to stay in the lane of being able to still rent regardless of economic conditions. Because the people with the money are the ones that are taking vacations anyhow. So I'm always able to stay ahead versus if I'm renting month to month and we have what we had in '08, which is actually what we had during COVID, which is also what we had in 1989, 1990, which is also what we had in 95, 96, 97. It happens all the time where your real estate is under pressure when you're renting month to month, and then all of a sudden it implodes a little bit. So therefore, that's why I always stay in the lane of renting vacation rental properties as the staple of what I do. And that's why I always feel comfortable telling you, because even when the economy goes bad, we're still able to make money. I can't go with what happened during COVID, where the renters didn't have to pay any money, but yet the lenders were still going, where's our money? That happened in the late 80s. That happened in 2008, 7, 9. So I don't ever want to be in that situation when it's not even necessary. And plus the fact you can make more money from daily rentals you can do in a month-to-month rental or lease rentals. So again, putting yourself at risk unnecessarily I don't get it. All right, let's see what we got at Victor Punakana. That's right, Vic Punakana, Curtis Davis 100. That's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. This is how winter is coming. This is how we stay ahead of the winter. That winter that's coming for you, if you have these assets, you already have things in place, like the strong block, like your vacation rental properties. As long as you have those two in place, you're pretty much going to be good. You'll be able to survive. It's pretty simple. All right. The credit is going to have a credit crunch. So everybody that has the debt, they're going to either reduce your credit lines, cut them off altogether, raise the interest rates. It's just going to be bad news. So therefore, that's not going to be much of an option. So you have to start thinking, what are you going to be able to do? Starting your own business should be in your top 5 list, and have multiple businesses if possible. Multiple streams of income, shall I say. Doesn't have to be multiple businesses, but multiple streams of income needs to be necessary. All right. So that way you get to stay ahead of the winter is coming for you. That nonsense, you can escape it. Like I said, you will survive, but you have to do this now. We've been preparing for this for 3 years. It should have happened already. And it kind of happened in March and April and May last year. It's still kind of happening. The economy is not fully 100, but the fact of the matter is it's ill, it's sick. It's not going to ever be 100 at this point. You can't close up millions of businesses and expect everything to be fine. So therefore, you have to be self-sufficient. Just act like this is 1775. All right? That's what you better start acting like. You actually had to get your own food, create it, raise it, grow it, tend to it. That's what you're having to do here now, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think the government's coming to save you. Don't think you're going to be getting that stimulus money every other month or something. That's not coming. Businesses don't think they're going to be giving that EIDL and PPP loan money like it's going out of style like they did before. And don't get yourself caught up either trying to do some fraud, right? This is why I didn't talk about that PPP loan stuff, because I know what was going to happen. You're going to have people thinking that when they got that loan money that they weren't going to check on you and that you were going to get those, whether it was tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions. You were thinking, okay, they'll just forgive it, forget about it. Wrong. That's not how the United States works. And right now they're rounding up a whole bunch of people for PPP loan fraud. And I knew that was going to happen. So just keep all those things in mind. The rich got richer because they actually had companies and corporations already set up. They actually had 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 employees. All these these fraudsters, they only had 1 or 2 employees telling the government they had 200, 300, 100 employees. That's fraudulent. That's a situation that you're going to get caught up. All right? So keep these things in mind. That's right, Curtis Davis. That's the way I looked at it. We talked about it back in the day when people were asking, how come I don't do PPP loan videos? I said, nope, not going to happen. I know how the government works. All they were going to do was they're loaning out to their friends, the rich guys. All the rest of you who did not have businesses, they know how many people have businesses for real. Who's going to have businesses is going to have 30, 40, 50, 100, 200 employees? They know who that is. They've been getting the payroll taxes. And all of a sudden you send something in talking about you got 100 employees and they're going, this will be interesting. The dude doesn't even have any payroll taxes for these 100 employees. What's happening? But okay, we're not really checking this stuff. We'll send it out. We'll check later. Now, as they had to follow up and send in paperwork, all of a sudden it's like, oh no, wait, I don't have that info. Yeah, well, the government's going, well, guess what? We're coming for you. So it was a trap, in my opinion. Interest rates are still low. Pull the trigger before they go up. The real estate passive income is a real beauty. Exactly. Again, thank you for bringing that up, Marrero, because this is what I'm talking about. We talked about it briefly on Wednesday night. If you can get a HELOC, I would highly suggest you get a HELOC. But what I'm saying is do not borrow your home equity line of credit unless you're going to go buy an asset that's going to return you some money. All right? Do not do it that way. Do not borrow and do what a lot of my friends did when this situation occurred in 2005, 6, 7, and 8, going out here buying, getting their HELOCs, buying motorcycles, buying boats, buying cars, going on vacations. And then when the housing crash occurred, no more HELOC. They actually owe way more than what their home is worth. And all of a sudden, some of these assets had to go bye-bye real fast. So don't do that. You borrow against your Hello. All right, we're back. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not when the screen freezes up, but it looks like bad Wi-Fi this evening, and I don't see any rain out. Hello, everyone. Just got on. DJ Robbie D is here from Philly with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. I humbly appreciate it. We're 1 hour and 30 minutes in. We have a few people here, and anybody can be in the chat room. If you want to talk about something, please put it down here in the chat room. We don't charge. It's the No Guru Zone. And proudly, SSN University, SSN Academy, SSN Nation is in full effect. And please, smash the like button. All right, let's see. Lots of love. People are still buying 50K trucks on credit. Exactly. This isn't going to end very good. Once again, this is not going to end well. The streams of income, they're going to be outpaced by inflation. So if you have whatever you bought right now, what you on credit, and what you did not buy right now, like food, groceries, electricity, things like that, you can't account for if your electrical bill goes up an extra 10%. You can't account for if food prices go up an extra 20%. Right now, you're doing fine. But when you start adding up all these other things that are going to go up 10, 20, 30, 40%, you can't account for that. So if you don't have the extra streams or the businesses or using Strong Block and have that extra $1,500 a month coming in, you're going to have a hard time, ladies and gentlemen. That's why 2021 is all about assets, and I'm the one that started it all off. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, there is really no other YouTube channel with a diversification that has been telling people to get assets, and not the assets that are like gold and silver, which actually give us no return. We're talking about real assets that pay us. I'm not talking about some other assets where you just let it sit there and look at it and then go, okay, well, if I sell it, I make a little bit more money later. We're talking about you buy assets that can pay you. That's what we're doing here. And we're not just talking about real estate. We talk about crypto. That's an asset. We're telling you how to earn money on it, right? We do that. We've been talking about that. We've been talking about how to start businesses. And if you haven't seen that, you can always search the channel. And then, hey, there's literally videos that say how to start a business or how to get business funding. By the way, business funding, a lot of people are saying, hey, Eric, I want to start a business, but I need a little bit of help. Well, there's Capital on Tap. They're down below in the description. I have business funding, business lines of credit. And how about this? No PG for some of those. Not all, but some of those. No PG for business credit. Whether it's going to be a gas card, whether it's going to be a credit card, and it could apply for startups. You've been in business 6 months. You could be good. So these are the kind of things that we're talking about here. These are assets that help us. Business lines of credit can help you, but once again, you have to be careful when you're borrowing money. You're going to be borrowing to do what? Whatever, it should be a direct correlation right now in 2021. If you borrow, put it into something that's going to make you money. That goes for your business. Don't go for a wish. Don't go for a hope. You actually have to borrow and say, okay, I'm putting it here because this is definitely going to give me a return. At least, you got to get close to 90%, 99, 90%, 100% saying this is going to give me a return. Don't take that approach of a startup going, okay, I have the $10,000. I'm going to put that $5,000 or $7,000 into this, and I think we're going to be able to make the money. You don't want to do that right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So keep those things in mind. All right. People are buying 50K trucks. That's unbelievable. Find your multiplex. That's right. Or rental. And we can get you some funds. That's right. Wilson Koo. He has quickeasyfunds.com, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we always say it around here. If you have a project, which is another investment, what he's talking about is a multifamily, for instance. You can get a 3% down FHA. I always say 4%, but 4% down FHA loan, a 620 credit score and up. But if you're going to get that loan, you want to get a fourplex, because then you have to live in one of them for a year, and then the other 3 you rent out and they pay for your mortgage. And then at the end of the year, Wash, rinse, and repeat, so to speak. You're going to buy more property from the revenue or the profits that you're receiving. All right. That's one way you can do it. And Wilson Koo has funding for other things. Like, let's say you found a rehab and you don't have the money. Well, then guess what? There's a loan that can give you the rehab for the property. The loan includes the rehab. There's ways to do this, ladies and gentlemen. If you can find the property, there's ways to get it funded. But again, you don't want to mess around, in my opinion, with just one house, for instance. That one house, even if you get an FHA, should be a threeplex or a fourplex, a 4-unit or a 3-unit, 2-unit even, but not just a 1-unit if you're going to use your FHA. Just for the veterans, you use your VA loan. Just don't get one house. Get a duplex, threeplex, fourplex. You got to do something like that, okay? That is assets, because you want revenues coming in to cover your loan, all right? If you need help with any SBA, then we can help you get it done. Yeah, Small Business Administration, I don't mess with them. Let's just put it that way. Okay, business funding. Everybody who has a business, who has an EIN number, please go down and sign up with NAV. The reason why you sign up with NAV, N-A-V, the links are down below in the description, is because it's like Credit Karma except for business. Once your business is established, you have your Dun & Bradstreet set up, you link it at there. If you have your Equity or Equifax business account, you link it there. They will send you over offers for lines of credit, credit cards, and funding. You don't have to go look, just like Credit Karma does. On the personal side, this is what NAV does. Now, if you pay $39.99 a month with NAV, then they report that as a trade line on your business credit. Win-win. They have a free version, which you can load up your accounts and you'll still get offers. Or if you spend the $39.99, you can build credit. I do have net 30s down below where you can build credit for business. And before you get to the business, many of you may see that personal credit line. You got to sign up with Black Steel, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Black Steel. No credit check, no qualifying. They're going to link your bank account to their Plaid account, see what they're going to loan you. It's like a charge card. You have to pay it off in 30 days. But nonetheless, no credit check, no qualifying, and they report to all 3 credit bureaus. They're on the wait list right now. They have a wait list. But they have a referral link once you sign up, and they're giving away $30 for people you refer. That's right, you heard me, $30. But the people who referred the most people are the ones that's going to be in line to get their $1,000, or the first 1,000 people at the end of this year are going to be the first ones to get the Black Steel cards. So again, there's an incentive for referring other people. Doesn't cost anything. No cost to sign up. No monthly fee. If you missed a video, search the channel for Black Steel. Stop Struggling Now channel for Black Steel. You'll see it come up, and the CEO is on live. You'll hear it come out of his mouth directly what's coming. And the $30 bonus was heard here first before they even released it. So there you go. Just saw rental prices for Airbnb for cottages doing $209 to $300 plus per night. Wilson Koo with the icon. Let us know, where did you see these cottages? That makes a difference. $209 to $300 where? Plus per night. Let me know what city, what location that you saw that. All right. I was reading an article on inflation. Car and truck rental up. Woo, 73.5%. Gas up 43%. Hotels up 24%. Pork, steak, ribs up 13. Whole milk 8. Eggs 5. Are you feeling the pain yet? Winter is coming. And this is just the half of it, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't even a full-blown economic crisis. This has just been happening over the last year quietly. Imagine what's going to be unleashed when the Fed stop printing money, stop giving stimulus money, when they stop buying up debt, and then doing what they're doing to students right now, taking money out of people's accounts. Imagine what's going to happen. that inflation rates, they're all going to be near double. So that's why you have to winterize yourself, ladies and gentlemen. You will be able to survive long as you're here in SSN Nation. You guys have been warned. You've already known what to do. And we have about 30 people who already did their investments in Punta Cana or in the Dominican Republic, because not all 30 are in the Punta Cana area. There's some people, a couple of people in Santo Domingo, and there's one person actually bought up in what do you call that, Sosua area, but then the other 20 some people bought in Punta Cana area, the designated tourist location for DR. That's right. So we're ahead of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Some as high as 600. Wilson Koo, which one? I mean, where are we talking about? Where are these cottages? What dates? Give us some context here. I got the nav. Thank you so much, Jewel 20 lady with the icon. How do you get an icon, ladies and gentlemen? That means you have to join the channel. Join as a member. And as a member, you receive special messages under the community tab. And on the live streams on Wednesday night lives, you are the only ones able to be in the chat room. All right, DJ Robbie D from Philly, been with Nav for 3 years now, exactly. So he knows the power that Nav is. They have power there. Bigger pain coming, Victor M. Exactly. Much more. Wilson Koo, Airbnb, where? That's exactly right. Everybody wants to know. We like those prices. Oh, he's talking about in Canada at the moment. In Northern Ontario, Muskegas. Okay. All right. Well, for most of us, we're not near there. Everything north of Toronto is up over $100 and not a lot of amenities. Oh, man, yeah. Once you go up north of Toronto, talk about not a lot of amenities. They're just talking about a bed, not even nothing else. A bed and a shower. That's pretty much it. The pool, well, you can forget about that. Fishing, maybe, but he's right about that. There's a limited amount of things to do north of Toronto. That's for sure. So that's what we're doing. Okay, let's talk about this. 1 hour, 42 minutes in. If anybody has any questions, please ask them in the chat room. No cost, no guru zone. This is SSN University, SSN Nation, SSN Academy. This is where you might get some nuggets, and I don't know everything, but there's people here in this chat room that sure do know a lot of other things that I don't, and therefore you can get help. This is a close-knit community, ladies and gentlemen. The OCs, SSN Nation, emerging millionaires. Oh, by the way, yes, you can get these T-shirts at the StopStrugglingNow.com website. And I got to say this. You guys, if you're interested in any of the gear, you can see over my shoulder the No Fear, No Excuses. You can see a hat, F Average, Be Legendary. I'm going to have to raise prices. I mean, that's just the way it is. The shipping cost is getting ridiculous. It's costing me more to send out items. It's not really costing me more right now for the materials, but the shipping charges, the only way we can ship them out, they're charging more. So now I have to charge more. So again, I'm just going to cut a deadline. Let's call it, probably on Monday. If you don't already get your gear at the price it's at right now with the free shipping and no tax. I have free shipping and no tax. So I'm going to have to end that. I either have to raise the price and still do the free shipping, but the tax part, I'm going to have to start charging tax. So now the price automatically has to go up. And then I'm going to have to charge an extra few dollars because it's costing me an extra few dollars. So that's just the way it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is part of inflation. No way around it. So the other day, I wore some hats. Let's see. Here goes the hat. SSN Media. Here goes something right here. All right. SSN Media is in the house, the white version. That doesn't mean much to most. But, when we're out there doing some other things, it could mean something. There's a black version. SSN Media Black. All right. So we got that. Doing all the hats right now. Another black. Let's see. F average, be legendary. The matching hat from the on the Wednesday night live stream, right? Okay. Velcro back. So those are the hats. Here's some of the shirts, and you can go to Stop Struggling Now, or the links down below in the description. You can go to you'll see the SSN merchandise, but the links down below, halfway down the page. Anybody that wants personal credit, because credit is an asset. Also down below, I have descriptions, and I started mentioning Unstoppable Domains. That's down below. Unstoppable Domains, by the way, once you pay for your .crypto, your .zil, your .nft, your .bitcoin, your whatever, one-time fee, unlike a .com or .net where you have to pay an annual fee to keep your .com or .net names, .crypto names, you do not pay an annual fee. You just pay a one-time fee. All right, the link is down below, and you can run websites off of .crypto. Okay, just so you guys know. All right, that's a great deal on the gear. Wilson Koo, yeah, it's like everything's like $29, I think. The t-shirts, the hats are like $20, $25, and it's free shipping and everything right now. It's always been that way. But again, like I say, this is the sign of the times. And this also is my point about when you have your own business, you can always stay ahead of inflation, because right now I have to charge more because things cost more. So therefore, yes, I may sell less, but the point I'm trying to make is I still get to make money at the today price, not last year price. Like if you have a job and you're getting paid the same as last year, and then you see this numbers here, you can see why you're behind. Look at these numbers. This is the inflation numbers. So yeah, car and truck rentals are crazy. I saw something the other day in Sacramento, like $300 for 3-night rental. It was insane. I was like, in Atlanta, they have 1-night rentals for $200 or $300. I was just like, this is incredible. So gas, all this. Did anybody get a raise of 24%? Nobody. Anybody get a raise of 13%? Nobody. Anybody even get a raise of 5.7%? Nobody. But I'll tell you what did happen. All the people that have businesses, they could adjust their prices accordingly. So I need to make an extra 10%, then I'm adding 10%. I need to make an extra 14, I'm adding 14. Simple. We are already going to stay ahead. We're winterized already. We're good. But again, if you don't have your business going, you want to set it up, search the channel for starting a business with an LLC. But down below, I have the Opus Virtual Office link. So that way you don't have to have your LLC at your house and the address being the same. You can at least have a virtual address. So then that way things for your business go there, separated, because you always want your LLC to be separate from your personal. All right, because we do live in the litigious United States of America. All right, let's go look at this. Some as high as 600. That's what he was talking about there. I went back up to show people that. That's a great deal on the gear. Hey, bro, good to see you. Always helping, empowering us with knowledge. Yahusha means Yahoo. Yahweh is salvation. Yes, thank you so much for being here. I humbly appreciate you being here and saying that. And thank you for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much. My name is Catherine. How to go from 1,400 rent to independent from rent with a limited income. Yeah, that's going to be very hard to do, unfortunately. The only things you can do is, let's start it out. You can only start doing something by internet. You're on the internet right now, where you can actually make money by referring other people. Yes, that's kind of hard, but at least you can start there. And that's why SSN Lifestyle has a free membership. You can eventually send people there and sign up and do things. So that's what you're going to have to go with when you have limited income. You're going to have to go with something making money without having money. There's other ways you can do it too. If you're into real estate, for instance, or know how to look up real estate, And you're sitting there going, I can never buy $1 million property, right? Well, I suggest you search the channel for how Willie bought a hotel with none of his money. And he's bought another property with none of his own money. And the reason why is because when he went to go look at these $1 million deals, he was able to find some that had revenue. They always should have revenue. They had enough profit where all he had to do was look for investors and tell the investors, hey, this is what I have. And then the investors would say, well, we want 10%. We'll pay the 25% down, but we want 10% on our money. And since the revenue was already coming in to cover the 10% plus more profit, they were comfortable, and that's why they invested. So they need no credit. Willie didn't need any credit. There was no credit check, no qualifying, no nothing. The property qualified him. So you can do things like that. But you can also search the channel for how, I don't know if I have Willie's name in the titles or anything, but he's special guest. But just search the channel to how to buy a hotel with no money or something, or how to buy real estate with no money on this Stop Struggling Now channel. And we have a couple of examples. So that's another way a person can do it. So you don't have to do the referral marketing or affiliate marketing. You can actually find real estate, and as long as it's making a profit, then you can find investors. That's it. But hey, let's just say you don't know any investors. Then you should be hitting me up. You should say, hey, Eric, I found some multifamily, I found a hotel, I found a commercial building or whatever. And then you need to talk to me or Wilson Koo, because we have investors that can get you hooked up. All right. That's how simple this is, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to try to create it on your own. We help you here. This is SSN University, SSN Academy. This is the No Guru Zone. We don't have courses to sell here. We do this stuff. We're not trying to make money off of you. We're trying to help you here. All right. Big difference. Now, top 3 car makers are running out of cars or already ran out. Exactly, Wilson Koo. That's what we were talking about earlier when Eton G, he's in the automotive industry. And I was like, right now they could have inventory. But as you mentioned, some car dealers, they just not going to have it because it depends on your ranking with the car dealerships. You know, if you're a lower ranking dealership, they'll be like, I'm sorry, we're not sending you anymore. We're not helping you out. We need these. We sell a lot more cars than you. So, yeah, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Get your vehicle. You are not driving to a used car dealer or used car chain as they are hurting for cars, especially trucks. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Dodge and BMW. These guys have been hitting me up for like the last year and a half. They're like, hey, man, bring your car down here. We're going to give you more than what it's worth. They're like trying to get me to come so bad. I'm like, sorry, not going to happen. Not even going to happen. I said, I'm winterized, because when I walk in there and have to give up my cars, then all of a sudden you're going to turn to me and go, see, I can give you a 2021 or a 2022. Now it's upgraded with these few extra things in it. And yeah, it costs more than what your car's worth, but you know, we'll give you a loan, no problem. I'm like, no, that's a problem right there. You already said loan problem. These cars are already clear, done. So there ain't no talk of this. I'm not trading it in. I'm not selling it. You can forget about it. But you're right about that, Wilson Koo. Chip shortages are real, and good repair shops and used car parts are of value. Exactly. It's already going down. If you have deals and you know what to look for, then you can find investors. I have people doing that now. Exactly. Because that's what the final frontier, that's the number 5 of the top 10 investments for 2021. People don't realize, Willie will tell everybody, Willie will go, Eric, like you guys have saw in the video when he's on, he will say it himself. He says, Eric taught me everything, except the thing is, he doesn't really invest in these. And the thing is, he says this very last sentence is, Eric doesn't have the patience. He's right. I don't. Because the bottom line of the story is it's like a needle in a haystack sometimes. And so you look through all these properties where these people are telling you, oh, yeah, it makes X amount of profits and this, that, and the other. Then after you get their IRS forms, certified accountant forms, Then you get their lease, their rent rolls. All of a sudden, it's something a little bit different than what they were talking about to sell it at that price they were selling it at. Next thing I know, I'm like, man, this thing ain't worth no 2 million. It's worth like 1.2. And furthermore, you don't even make this profits that you said. So it changes the whole thing. And so then I'm not investing in that. So I wasted all this time going through all this paperwork, doing all this stuff, only to find out. And then we go to another one. So it's 5, 6, 7 of them doesn't even meet the criteria in the first place. So I don't have patience for that. So for me, I was just like I always told you guys. For me, it's very simple. I was like, I can have a rental on Airbnb in 24 hours. Actually, less than that. If I get any property today, because I do different than everybody else, right? The timeshare stuff. If I get a new timeshare, I can have my listing up in next 30 minutes. All right, done. And I have revenue coming in probably in the next 30 days. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going around looking for stuff. I want it reversed. I want it where people are looking for my stuff. So that's why I don't have patience, like he says. The property long-term rental for a nice and safe place is also out of control. At least here in Tampa, Orlando area, Victor Marrero, it's out of control everywhere. Everywhere. Anybody looking at my first videos, it's insane. Anybody looks at my first videos where I used to live, that neighborhood, people are renting their homes at $6,000, $7,000 per month. This is in California. It's out of control. 6, 7. People are paying $70,000 a year for a rental. This is insanity. Insane. It's out of control here too. It's out of control everywhere, except in the South. I'll say like ATL, Alabama, and Mississippi and all that. That's not out of control yet. But like Tennessee, Nashville's out of control now. All the major cities in Florida are out of control. 2-bedroom apartments being $1,800, $2,000. In Atlanta, in the new section, they have 2 bedrooms that are only like 700 square feet that are $2,100 a month. I'm just like, are you kidding me? You can still buy big ass homes around here and have a mortgage for $900 a month. I'm like, how are people paying this $2,000, $2,200, $2,300 for a 2-bedroom apartment? It's getting out of control. Is leasing better than buying used car? A3 Saval, I'll just give you my opinion. Other people can chime in. Here's my opinion on this. I've never actually leased a car, quite frankly. But the way I look at leasing a vehicle is you're renting it indefinitely. Not only are you renting it, you also have restrictions. So you'll have restrictions on how many miles you can drive per year. So with those two things already in play, where I'm renting and I have a mileage restriction, that automatically makes it a no-go. That's personal. Business-wise, it makes sense to lease a car under your business name. It's a tax write-off. So that's the two ways I look at it. Also, a lease is barely a little under than what you would pay for it anyhow. I understand at the end of 3 years or 4 years, you return the lease, you get another lease vehicle. But again, you're just renting vehicles. So I never understood that yeah, your car is going to be 3 years old, 4 years old, 2 years old, but who cares? In this day and age, they make cars well enough that once you pay off your car, whether it's 5 years, 6 years, or 7 years, there shouldn't even be any problems. Because I'm going to say number one on the list should be this. Anybody buying a new car, number one, I feel you need to have that all maintenance package included. And here's what happens. You go into the room, the guy says, hey, that all maintenance package for the next, let's say 5 years, that's going to cost you $3,500. Okay, that might sound reasonable to some people. But to most people that are watching at SSN Nation, here's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go, ha, 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 you're funny. You're funny. You better talk to me when it's 1,200, 1,000, 1,500. That's it. I'm not paying no more than that. Otherwise, I'll get it from somebody else. Bye-bye. Otherwise, I'll live with my 3-year whatever I got coming, and then I'll just go down to wherever and pay the $30 for $30 a month. I mean, $30 every 6 months for my oil change. That's only $60 a year anyhow. So otherwise, I'm under warranty for damn near 3 years. So stop playing. Give me the dealer's price, 1,200, 1,000. Otherwise, forget about it. And in fact, I'll even let you have an extra 200 on top. How about that? 1,400. Otherwise, we ain't got nothing to talk about. All right? You guys have to be stern on this. But that's how they make extra money, because they're adding on this maintenance pack, and then they're charging you this $3,000, $3,500, $4,000, knowing full well it's $1,000, $1,200. That's what and they still make profit from the $1,000, $1,200, by the way. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hold on here. Let's see. I missed something. Let's see here. What type of interest rates are you guys offering for an investment property purchase? Not new. What range? There we go. I like it. Anybody in the chat know where I can get a good deal on a mobile home for traveling? Unfortunately, I do not know. Maybe somebody in chat will know. True, Brooklyn Daddy. Victor M., I will have to check on recent investments. Okay. That's all you need. That's right. The car prices for new are marked up more than 30%. Exactly, Wilson Coop. It's ridiculous. Nobody should be buying. And first of all, you guys remember when I did that video on the 20, what was it? Was it the 2021? Yeah, 2021 C8 Corvette. And remember when I said they came out with this cool car, it's nice and things like that. And what did I say during the video when I said, you shouldn't buy a new car? You should never buy a new car. It makes 0 sense to buy a new car. 0. And if you don't know why it makes 0 sense, it's because when you buy a new car, as soon as you drive it off the lot, it's worth like 20 to 30% less straight off the box. But you're still paying that 20 or 30% either from the loan or, heaven forbid, you spent cash. Okay, so either way, whether you spent cash and bought the car brand new, or you got a loan and bought the car brand new, either way, the car is 20 to 30% less when you drove off. So that makes 0 sense, right? To buy a car cash. So why not use other people's money? And when the price goes down, so what? It costs me less. Inflation goes up. The cost of, I make more money, so to speak, later by inflation numbers. So just because you pay, I know people that have $1,000 a month car payments, right? That's unheard of. That's ridiculous. But they have like a 7 or 8 year note. Do you know what $1,000 is going to be worth 5 years from now? Not much. So therefore, that's how you get ahead, and that's how the United States government looks at the debt, the $29 trillion debt. They know that the dollar is going to be worth less 20 years from now. So 29 trillion 20 years from now will be peanuts. If it was 29, it'll be higher than that. But it would be peanuts because they know the economy is going to be generating, let's call it $10 trillion of GDP, $20 trillion of GDP. So 30 trillion. So they know later on that money now is going to be worth less. So that's why they don't care. So you got to start thinking the same way. And heaven forbid you're buying stuff that goes down and you're going to use cash. You need your duffel bag of cash to buy assets. Then you use those assets to pay for these cars, these things that go down in value. That's what you use those assets, that revenue for. All right, we got to keep talking about this. So true. I've sold cars. Yes, Brooklyn Daddy, right on. That's right. He knows what I'm talking about. Email me, Victor M. Exactly. Leasing vehicles isn't like it used to be where you could save on monthly payments. Exactly. Especially high-end vehicles like BMW, Mercedes, Land Rover all have lower residual value. Yep. BMW has a nice program. That's correct. But he's hit it right on the head again. Um, when you're doing a lease, they give you like, okay, 3 years later or 2 years later, the car is going to be worth X amount based on previous history. So they know that you just got this new car at 60,000. They know 2 years from now, due to history, it's only going to be worth around 40. Right? So then they lock you into the lease and say, okay, you're going to pay 40 if you want to buy it later. We'll count whatever, some partial amount towards that amount. Well, now you just bought the car at that price anyhow. So what were you doing the previous 2 years? You see what I'm saying? So all I'm trying to say is I don't like leases unless you're using it for business purposes. Victor M. I will ask my lenders for their recent deals in the last 3 months. Okay, let's go. The dollar worth 50% less every 10 years. Thank you, Curtis Davis. That's exactly right. That's how we stay ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Many Americans fall into inflation trap, lifestyle creep. Exactly. So we got to keep having solutions here, don't we? So you got the strong block as number one investment in 2021. All right. If you don't know what we're talking about regarding strong block, I'll make this pretty simple. It's an economics number. You invest 6,000 right now. That's because it goes by the coin price. The coin price is $579. So that means 10 coins is what you need. That means that's $5,800. So that means you're probably going to need about 6,000, 62, 6,100 in order to get 10 nodes because you're going to have to pay fees. But all I'm saying is that's going to return roughly, if it stays at this price, $57 a day times 30. That's over $1,500. You get your money back in 4 months. That's the number one investment in 2021. Number two investment, in no particular order. This one could be number one also. Get your pre-construction property while there's no credit check, no qualifying. While you can put down 10%. While you can pay 30% over the next 2 or 3 years during construction, because the asset's going to cost more later, and the loan to value will be higher. All right, that's what we got to do, ladies and gentlemen. That's number two. Number three, no particular order. Actually, the first two is either one or two. They can flip flop. The next ones I'm giving you are top tens. SSN Lifestyle, because there's different programs within the Lifestyle membership. You can have a free affiliate membership, which is, fine, but you only receive commission, which is fine. But again, no money out of pocket. Now you can receive the other benefits if you sign up as a member, and you're going to have investment opportunities coming your way. The kind that you like, the Facebooks, the Ubers, the companies types that you like, when they first started and all somebody had to do was invest 10 grand, 20 grand. And then you waited 6-7 years and those companies did an IPO. And now the guy that had like 10,000 shares, times 100, the guy's a millionaire, that kind of thing, because he bought in early. The 10,000 shares or the $25,000 investment was 15 cents a share. You guys getting the picture? All right. That's how we do it. Seller market for cars now. Exactly. Take your cars. If you guys have cars free and clear, there is an option on this. You can always go to, CarMax, and see what you can get for your car. But then you're back to, if you don't have multiple cars, now what? Now you're going to have to get another car at today's prices when you already have a car that's free and clear. Makes no sense. Instead of 10 or 15K on a car, get your note. Then in 4 months, you can lease your car with your business. Yeah, instead of 15K, get your node. He's talking about that strong block node. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. He's got it right. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, just search the channel for Strong Block. I did a video 4 days ago, I believe, on how you can buy Strong Block. So hopefully that helps you out. And by the way, please smash the like button. We're 2 hours, 10 minutes in. And I got to get this some water real quick. Please forgive me. All right. Look at here. Look at here. Who's in the house? Obsidian Lion, the code keeper. Hey, man, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here once again. Very happy to see you. If your car is paid off and within 5 to 6 years, you can leverage it for 10 to 15K. Exactly, Wilson Koo. That's exactly why I'm returning to Cali. You know why? I do have more than one car. I do have more than one car. So I am thinking my car is going to go down in value. It's not well, actually, it is. One of the cars is a collectible, actually. But it's still not going to rise in value increasingly. So I think I'm about to off one of my cars. And I'm going to get myself a couple of nodes from Strong Block. And the rest will be history. That's what I think I'm going to be doing. All right. So that is the plan. Buy a car is not really an asset, in my opinion. It's just going to keep going down in value, even though it does have one of those symbols that people like on them. But, you know, and it's pretty cool. It's a rare model. It has the M series. But, you know, the value isn't, well, BMW keeps wanting to buy it, so I should take it down there and let them buy it. But, yeah, give me a few nodes and call it a day. Be collecting $200 a day from the nodes. I like the sound of that. $6K a month. That would be cool. So those are the decisions I'm making, just so you guys understand. But without having a few assets, like, for instance, a car that's free and clear is an asset, somewhat. It still goes down in value. But now I have to start thinking about that thing sitting in my... Look, I haven't even seen my cars in 6 months. Maybe even 7. I haven't driven my cars in like 7 months. Haven't seen them. So to me, that's like dead weight, especially with my travel schedules going down. So, and where I'm staying at these days on the East Coast. So they're just sitting there. So I think I might have to consider, in fact, I might consider, now that I'm thinking about it, all of my cars, except for one. So therefore, hell, I might even have more than 2 or 3 nodes, but I'm only going to get 2, probably 2 or 3, just to see what happens. But the point I'm trying to make is, I think I might sell my cars now that you mention it, Wilson Koo. At least one of them. I might do that. Get assets first to pay for lifestyles. That's what you should do. That's it exactly. I always listen to you, bro, especially at work. Obsidian, the code keeper. Thank you so much, man. I did not realize, but thank you for chiming in on the chat. I remember your name. It's hard to forget. So I thank you for being here on the SSN Nation Friday night live stream once again. Appreciate the, the support, man, because YouTube gives us no love. They don't want us telling people the information that I'm even talking about tonight, because that means there's no barrier to entry. There's nothing that can stop people, because nothing is required from the government, from credit bureaus, from banks. Nobody can stop you from doing anything that we're talking about here tonight with regard to crypto, real estate investing, none of it. Even SSN Lifestyle, they can't stop you. Nobody can stop you on anything we're talking about. And that's why I love it around here. The income from the node, how is that taxed? A3 Saval, that's crypto. It's taxed just like crypto. Every time you cash out, that's a taxable event. So therefore, you don't cash out. Well, you don't cash out like every day is what I'm trying to say. You might want to cash out every month if you want to do that. But it's the same. It goes by your how much you make per year. And people may not understand what I'm talking about, because you're going to have to pay capital gains. All right. I got to go to a screen. Let me go find something here. Let me go find something. Capital gains. I'm gonna do a search. Google capital gains tax 2021 on. Check this out. $40,000 a year. All right. I'm gonna pull this up on the screen. You guys are gonna be able to see this. I should be able to get it somewhere. Okay. Uh, Here we go. For example, in 2020, individual filers won't pay any capital gains tax if their total taxable income is $40,000 or below. Okay? You got that, right? If you're married, it's going to be $80,000. However, they'll pay 15% on capital gains if their income is 40,001 to 441,000. You guys see that, right? Okay, what they're not saying though is that they're not saying that it could be higher, because that is long term. That means over a year, 366 days or more, you're holding it. Inside of 365 days or less, you're going to pay a higher capital gains rate. All right. So that's why, once again, I keep saying this. If you own a business, I'm going to do an S Corp, for instance. If you're single members or have a partner, you're just going to claim that you paid your, well, I shouldn't say claim. You are going to withdraw out of the business less than $40,000 a year. All right. So just so you get it. So keep that in mind. Now, you can say you got made $15,000 in a W-2, so therefore you pay payroll taxes and all that. 25,000 up to 25,000 is a draw. All right. So those are your options that you have. Something like that. So again, that's how you get away with paying nothing. It's hard to figure out all this stuff, I know, but that's how we do it. All right. Some people on a W-2 who make more than 40K a year, you can't shield yourself. 80K married, you can't shield yourself. You're going to have to pay higher capital gains taxes. So much great info as usual. Thank you so much, Wilson Koo, and thank you everybody who's contributing in the chat. Renting your car is definitely another beauty. Maybe Turo. Heck, there are condo owners in Punta Cana that include a vehicle with their nightly rentals. I know some of them exactly. Or a golf cart. Yeah, I've seen it all too. Yeah, actually, I'd never thought of the Turo or the hypercars and all that. Yeah, that's very interesting. People tear up cars. Taxes, key to wealth building. Exactly. If you can avoid taxes, that means you can use that money to create your wealth. Just like when I'm considering selling a car, get my strong node, that puts me in a taxable event with the crypto. But I'll take this taxable event with the crypto, because if I'm making like $6,000 a month, I'm not taking it out, quite frankly. I'll just let it ride. See? That was it right there. That was a gem you dropped. All right. Glad to hear some gems were dropped. That's beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, winter is coming for you. What are you going to do about it? It's an economic, financial disaster winter is what we're talking about here. This isn't the Game of Thrones type stuff. This isn't TV. This is real life. Victor Marrero already put up the stats for the inflation year over year. We've been talking about it for a year because we already knew what was going to happen. They're printing money. You can't print trillions of dollars and not having a cause and effect from that. I laid down the map for everybody in the SSN Nation. You guys knew this was going to happen. This is no surprise. None whatsoever. Earlier this year, when I started going, you need to get your assets in 2021. Here we are in September, almost the end of September. And we were talking about get your assets, and I'm still talking about it. Because sooner or later, you're not going to be able to get assets this easily. things are going to be so jacked up that they're going to be restricted. So if you're already in, you're in. If you're not in, you're going to be restricted. Like what's happening right now. Remember, we were talking pre-construction, putting down 10%, right? When we were talking about this 10 months ago, all right, before I actually went to the DR, we were talking about it. So I went to the DR, and for everybody who's new here, in December of 2020. Before that, we were talking about the pre-construction options. Everything at that time, you could put down $500 to reserve and $500 to $500 to reserve and give them 5% in like 30 days, and then start doing your monthly payment for like 25% or 20% during construction. That's how it all started out in like November of 2020. And then in December, most things went, yeah, some still let you put down 500 to reserve, but then they started doing 10% down and then like 20% or 30% during construction. The premier properties, they already were set up where you had to put down like 10% and then give them like 40% during construction. But for the everything else, it was just put down $1,000 or $500, give us 10% in 30, 40, 50 days, and then pay your monthly during construction, either 20% or 30%. That was it, standard. You know what it is today now, ladies and gentlemen? Crazy stuff. Like that luxury one on the lake, these guys went totally crazy. 15% down, 65% during construction. That's right, you heard me. 65% during construction, 36 months, three years. Even if you have a $100,000 condo, one bedroom, that's $65,000. That means you're going to be paying almost $2,000 a month for 3 years. That's crazy. That's up there. That's what happened with that one. The new Arco, they want, I can't remember the numbers exactly, but I think it was 10% down, and they want 40% during construction. So the days of doing 20% and 30% during construction and putting down 500 or 1,000 and then 10% or less, gone. Gone. Not going to happen. All right. Now, I'm sitting here looking at some other properties that I got from Victor Marrero that he sent over to me. Yeah, these are all the ones, but some of these are sold out. I've seen Blue, yeah, Casa, Maya, Hermosa, Jazz Lounges. Yeah, some of these are not sold out, but these prices aren't the prices anymore. You can't get them at these prices. So, yeah, there's a ton of places over there in the DR, as there is Mexico, as there in China. I mean, not China, but Asia, meaning like the Philippines, place USA friendly Asian countries. All right. That was the gem you dropped. Congress. That's right. Congress attacked crypto today. That's right. They're going to. They realize how much money is in crypto, sitting in crypto that they can't touch. That's why they're trying to touch it. They're trying to figure out how can we extract this money. And Texas, by the way, passed a law for crypto. So, look, the money that's sitting in crypto would have been sitting in banks. That's trillions of dollars. They know that. So they have to come to realization. They're like, well, either we're going to have to bail out the banks, or we're going to have to start taxing crypto more, or we're going to have to figure out a way how to steal the crypto. So you know what happens? Get this. There's a thing where the banks and Congress, they're talking about allowing banks to be custodians of crypto. Does that sound familiar? They're the custodians of your dollars. That way they can make money because you gave them the money. Can you now imagine the banks are going to be the custodians just like they are right now of the money? Trillions of dollars and the banks are holding. Oh, this can't end bad, can it? This is incredible. No, this can't end bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being facetious about this. You know good and well, if you give your money to the banks, you know what's going to happen. They're going to use your crypto, or actually, they're not going to use it. The rule that Congress put in is they can collateralize it. So imagine having trillions of dollars you're the custodian of, and you were able to go out here and go to the feds and go, hey, you know what? We have $1 trillion we're holding in crypto. Can we get that $1.5 trillion free money from you at 0% interest? And the feds are going to go, oh, yeah, sure, you're a Fed bank. We got love for you. Putting everybody's money at risk and giving you know what's coming next, 0.01, 1% on your money. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. There's always a scam that has to be doing with this financial systems that we have here in America and around the world. And they're trying to push an 8 cent per mile tax. Yeah, Diesel Mike. And they're proposing putting a tracking device on your car to calculate your mileage. Exactly. All these crazy proposals, land of the free. This looks like communism to me. Ah, man, it's communism straight up. And so all you guys who were thinking about when I talked about it 10 months ago, when I said I need something in the place in Dominican Republic, I said this on Wednesday. You guys, it's not crazy when you really start thinking about it. What happens when you're getting taxed all over the place? We're the Roman Empire. I keep saying this. The United States is so broke. They're so willing to bail out the rich, bail out corporations like a communist country, make them like a government agency. They will not let their friends file bankruptcy like they're supposed to in a capitalist society. They would rather keep all those people where they're at with their money, with their power, with their wealth, and let the bottom 50%, 60% suffer by taxing you to oblivion, getting rid of the middle class, essentially. That's what they've done. You guys don't know this yet. That's what they've done. So when Victor Marrero was saying the prices in Orlando, Florida are ridiculous for rentals, the middle class is done. Just like when I was saying they're renting places where I used to live $6,000, $7,000 a month. No middle class person can afford that. Let's get real. All right? You're done. You're not going to be able to afford $3,000 a month in rent. And when the interest rates kick in, and you're going to have to be paying 5%, 8%, 9% for your mortgage. Now what? You see what I'm saying? Housing prices, what are they going to be? 300 grand, 500 grand? And you're really going to pay 8%, 9% on that? 10%? It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So all this that we're talking about, all these proposals, you might want to take them seriously. When you're broke and they know where they can get the money from, meaning the government, they're coming for your money. And you're giving it to them when you put your money in the bank. So don't be surprised in the near future that you have another bank closure and people's funds are locked up. All right? They want to close any tax loopholes on crypto. Exactly, Curtis Davis. But as you know, they always write loopholes for the wealthy. So there will be a loophole. You just need to know where that loophole is, find it, and utilize it. Be a top 10%er, be a top 1%er. We'll find it and we'll utilize it. That's what we do. And it's catered toward wealthy, rich people. The tax codes are always catered toward them. What the tax codes are trying to do with crypto is they're just trying to penalize the ordinary citizen. You guys know the United States government doesn't want the ordinary citizens all becoming millionaires. They got to stifle that scenario because right now there's so much going on in crypto that they know that you thought you only had 48 million millionaires in the USA. If crypto was left alone, and over the next year, you could probably have like 10 million to 15 million crypto millionaires. So they're figuring out, we know that's potentially going to happen, but they know also a crypto person can't shield their tax because it's not a business. So every time you sell the crypto, the exchanges and all the guys that are under US control, they have to report it. So there is no way you can get around it. They're going to report it. So they know it's a taxable situation. There's no way around it. Unlike a business, you can shield yourself because you have expenses that you can write off. So keep that in mind. That's the difference right now with crypto. So therefore, what do you need? Look, I was trying to set up my one of my LLCs with Celsius. It went wiggy. The reason why it went wiggy, they sent me over a list of about 20 things. Not just EIN number, articles of incorporation, or who has authorization. Nothing like normal stuff. They started asking, let's call it this, Fed bank type questions. I was like, oh no. You know why I said, oh no? I was like, this is insane. Because the bottom line of the story is, I'm going to give you all this information when all I have to do is have my own personal account, and I don't have to give you none of that information. I was like, I'm opting for none of that information. So that's why I didn't set up one of my businesses in the crypto space with Celsius. They were like, oh, we want to see your 1099, or we want to see your tax IRS tax records. We want to see. I was like, no, not going to happen. We want to see all this private info. You got to send over your passport. You got to send over your ID. I was like, hold on now. You guys are getting carried away. All this stuff. What percentage of the company do you own? Oh, in fact, if you own 100% of the company, then we need your bank statements, personal bank statements, and we need the business bank statements. I'm like, wait, no, you guys, like I said, there was like 20 things, and it was all like not going to happen. I'm like, why do you need this information? This is crypto. You just should need the standard stuff, just like if I'm opening a bank account. You're just holding my crypto. I'm not investing in your company. I'm not asking you for a loan. You're holding my money. You better get this shit straight, Celsius. So therefore, no money's coming from me to Celsius for a business. That's all I got to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, Curtis Davis, there are new rules for crypto under the proposed tax plan. One of them, you can't have crypto under an LLC like you can right now. Uncle Sam wants your wallet. Yeah, that's a proposal. And it's not going to happen. I don't think. The reason why it's not going to happen is because that's where the hedge funds, that's where all the rich people are going to reside. They're going to put it under an LLC or a business name. That's how they're going to shield it. But like I said, with the way Celsius had on their list, they're like asking for your personal bank account for a business. I'm like, wait, you want my business bank account? Or they're like, no, we want your business bank account and your personal bank account to see where the money's coming from. I'm like, is this for real? I'm like, no, thank you. Not going to happen. And Victor Morrell said exactly right. They're coming for your wallet. They want to make sure they can tap. They want to be able to take it out. But unfortunately, the government's still like 2 years behind. They don't know that people are going to have their own keys in their own wallet. They're not going to have custodians like Celsius. See, we can't have Celsius and Nexo forever, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just face facts. You can't have them forever. Because sooner or later, this proposal will go through. And that just means the custodians like Nexo, BlockFi, Celsius, and all them guys, they're basically going to be a bank. Because they're reporting to the government, just like a bank. That also means Those companies are holding your money. Remember, Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi, you're giving them your crypto. You have said terms and conditions. I agree. They're custodians of your crypto. They could keep it just like a bank. All right. So keep these things in mind. So even though we're living a nice life right now with these guys, sooner or later, they're going to be like Fed banks. In fact, they are with the questions that Celsius sent over to me. I don't know about Nexo if I tried, but what Celsius sent over was worse than a bank. I was just like, wait a minute. You're asking for way too much stuff. Because I didn't have to give you my personal bank account info and all that when I signed up for a personal account. What kind of nonsense is, man, I'm still upset about it. Lots of love. The banks get rich again. Exactly, Curtis Davis. That's all that's about. Read the new tax proposal. See how it will affect your scenario and take action. This will affect all of us one way or the other, regardless how much we make. Exactly. I have to agree with that because they're closing down. Like just what I just showed you guys on the 2020, where you made 40,000, 80,000 if you're married. That type of scenario right there, that could be changed if the House, in case people don't understand how our government works, there's going to be committees, proposals, and then the House is the one that's going to have to vote initially for changing the tax laws, not the president. But the thing is, a lot of this stuff won't make it because the guys, the rich people, the wealthy, and the hedge funds and the banks are in the room helping to write this stuff. So there will be loopholes, but you're going to have to be in that. Ladies and gentlemen, some of this talk we're having, government doesn't like it, YouTube doesn't like it. In fact, Google is a government entity as well. Let's talk about that. Now, please smash the like button. And if you're liking what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel and hit the all bell notifications. That's so YouTube knows that we still have people that like the channel. All right. Yes. But wow, Celsius shaking my head. Exactly. Exactly. Wow, I'm not surprised. The money hides in LLCs. Exactly. Exactly. That's what they're doing, but they're doing the inflow and outflow now. So not only do I have to send over my articles of incorporation, not only did I have to send, now I have to send my bank statements for my business. But then they were like, oh, we need bank statements on whoever owns more than a certain percent of the company. I was like, that ain't going to happen. I was like, oh, and we need your tax returns, personal tax returns. No, that ain't going to happen either. Are you smoking crack? Man, I lost a little love for Celsius over that. I was just like, man, they're like the Winklevoss brothers now. They're like a bank. In fact, they're agreeing to all the bank type of rules and regulations. So that's why they're able to operate. Just what Coinbase did. So they can operate, which also means they're in bed with them. And they're holding my money. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm doing what Auntie Val said. Strong block, ledger, my money. F you guys. That's the way I'm looking at it. All right. That's what we're doing. This stuff is starting to this is getting crazy, especially if this stuff passes. So we still have time because it takes time to go through the committees, goes through the House, then the Senate and all that. We still have time. It's not like they're going to pull something out of their hat in, 2 days or something or months. It's not going to be till next year because we already have 2021 tax legislation. They're not going to do that. So you have until till taxable year 2022. So I'm not worried about those guys. Not even. Not even. Yeah, I'm not surprised about it hiding. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully winter is coming for you. Hopefully we talked about a few options that you can have. And again, down below in the description, no matter what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to get unstoppable domains and get your own crypto, because that name is a one-time payment, and that means you have that domain .crypto .bitcoin whatever for life, unless you sell it. So that's an option that you should get. That gives you flexibility. So if anybody wants to send you a whole bunch, any crypto from anywhere, you just give them your stopstrugglingnow.crypto. I don't have to tell them which crypto to use. You want to send me $100? Stopstrugglingnow.crypto. You figure it out. It doesn't matter. You can use whatever denomination of crypto, except of keep it limited to there's only a certain number of altcoins. Not all altcoins work. All right. Let's put it that way. But get your free $10 from Coinbase. Today, I did my lessons for Chili's crypto on Coinbase and got my free $3 to learn about Chili's and their fan token. I didn't realize what they did, which is interesting because it has to deal with sports, so it has potential. And they gave me a free $3 of Chili's. I don't even know how much the value is, but I was like, I'm down, and then I learned a little bit more. That's what they do on Coinbase. So get your free $10, and then you can get some more free money based on some of the lessons they have. All right. Now get your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. And then, of course, if you need business credit funding or lines of credit, or if you need personal credit, personal lines of credit, down below in the description, I have links to get you that as well. I do still have Celsius Network and Nexo links. Why? Because you can earn interest on while you hodl your money at those places, and you can borrow against your money. And when you borrow, it's no credit check, no qualifying, and they give you the money in mere minutes when you borrow. Non-taxable event. Some of you may be sitting here right now going, Eric, I've been listening for 2 hours, but I don't want to invest in stocks. I don't want to do my business. I do have a little bit of cash, and I just want to put it somewhere. Well, you can pick Wealthfront. Wealthfront, they manage money. You have to put in $500 or more, but $500 to $5,000, they manage it for free. So if you want to put it in a place, set it and forget it, they'll be the custodian and they'll do the investments for you. So that's one way to go. Business funding, I haven't. You don't want to do your accounting, and you need a little help with that. Well, go with Divvy or Corpay. They have free expense software. So that expense software, you run your payments through them, and then it keeps an accounting for you. So then if an accountant or bookkeeper needs to see your business profits and losses, they can see it. It's pretty simple. But here's the caveat. The caveat is they also give you lines of credit based on your revenue, not based on personal credit score, not based on even business credit score. So you can get funding and lines of credit through Divvy and Corpay. Just so you know, you're a startup company, Tribal Credit. Down below is the link. Yeah, you heard me, startup company, no PG. You could qualify. Capital on tap. Been in business for a few months. You also a new business, a startup, capital on tap. You can get a credit card. I believe somebody here knows a person that's been qualified, 2 or 3 people. Mr. Financial, I know for sure. He mentioned one time somebody did get a capital on tap loan or a credit card with a credit line on it. There's you want to establish business credit. Therefore, I got the Credit Strong $10,000 trade line, business trade line. Not only does Credit Strong do personal, now they got into the business trade line where they just post this 10,000 business trade line on your business credit file. So, and again, NAV, they're the ones that keeps track of your business profile, just like Credit Karma, except it's for business. NAV is free, or you can pay $39.99, like I mentioned at the outset. So you can set yourself up for everything. And don't forget Black Steel. In fact, I'm just going to put it in chat. Because Black Steel, I like what they're doing. I love what they're doing. I'm putting the Black Steel in chat. Because they're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus. No credit check. no qualifying, no nothing. And whoever the top 1,000 people refers, who refer other people, you're going to get your card quarter 4 of this year. You'll be the first 1,000 people to get the card. And then in Q2, I believe, they start sending out cards to everybody else that's going to qualify and sign up. So right now, get on the wait list, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I put it in the chat. It's also down below in the description. But just in case somebody sees it on the replay, they'll see it on the chat as well. Curtis Davis, yes. Okay, we're having a little issues. Act like bank, report like a bank, maybe. Exactly. I love that. Curtis D, like that thought, to act like a bank. That's what you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about this before. That's why Celsius Network and Nexo has been very powerful. That's why also a stock account you can borrow against as well. Assets are very powerful. A house you can borrow against. Commercial property, borrow against. Assets you can borrow against. That's what you need, because you always need that leverage just in case you need leverage. So act like a bank. You can always raise hell with your Congress and House representative. Call, email, mail. Be like Mel Gibson at the movie The Patriot. That's it exactly. Terry Jones, your channel should have way more views. They don't want the real info dropped. Terry Jones, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Man, 12,000 some odd subscribers and views less than 1%. Tell me about it. Less than 0.5%. Go figure. And then they don't send out any notifications to most of the members when I drop videos or when we do live streams. Yeah, tell me about it. That's why we need people to smash the like button. And we need people to subscribe to the channel still and click that all notification bell, whether you get notifications or not. That's all you can do, right? And sign up for the email list. By the way, the email list is at the very bottom. I should mention that, because then I send out an email every time I upload a video and we do a live stream. So that way you can stay on top of everything. And in fact, there's always something I never do. There's something I never do. Oh, man, down at the very bottom. Might as well start signing up for the others. The Facebook page, the Twitter, the Instagram, all of that. I'm going to put that in the chat. It's down below in the description. But I'm putting it in the chat too, just for everybody who sees the replay. All right. The Pinterest. What I do post there are different things, such as they're usually memes. Sometimes a little video, but most of the time it's memes. It's like inspirational type of things, motivational things to make you think about your financial tips. Some, it could be how you should feel a certain way. Just little things. That's what I post. It's the same thing, but it's on these other platforms. So make sure you sign up with Stop Struggling Now on the other platforms, please. All right. On TikTok, I'll load a video every now and then on there. On Instagram, I used to be able to post videos there, but not anymore. They block me. Yeah, exactly. They say my M4 videos can't be uploaded. There's an error. I'm like, what? An M4 is an error now? They're just crazy. So I can't do that on them anymore. But I can still load up reels and post and all that. So once again, you guys didn't know it was real out here in the field. There's all kind of restrictions you guys knew nothing about. And I'm out here giving the real, trying to help ordinary citizens, just like Terry Jones says, and all over the damn place on all these so-called social media platforms. All right. So there's the Black Steel link. And yes, Capital on Tap works, people. Approved 2,000 this week. There you go. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis. And I have the link down below, ladies and gentlemen. Capital on Tap. Even if you're a new business, you could apply. You should apply. Auntie Val, LOL. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's real out here. Just like when we dropped that strong block video. Yeah, no love really, but we still getting love. People are still seeing it, but again, limited views, limited limited help from YouTube, because the way we were talking about it is we let people know straight out, no long drawn out situation. Buy 10 coins, that equals one node, and then we started going over the pricing and how to do it. Basic stuff. And you would think when I put in on a thumbnail, earn 300% or more on your money or whatever it was, you would think people would be like, does this really say 300%? Wait, let me go check this out. Right? Yeah, well, when you have oppressors and you have suppression, this is what happens. Used to it. Still ain't stopping anybody, though. So that's all it is. SSN Lifestyle next. That's what's coming. Highly suggest you guys go look at SSN Lifestyle. In fact, we're going to wrap this up shortly because we're almost at 3 hours. All right, we're going to wrap this up. But I'm going to go. Let me see. Did I put SSN Lifestyle in the description? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a link for that too. In fact, I'm going to do a couple things. SSN Lifestyle and the $10, free $10. We're putting that in the chat room as well. Loading it up with a bunch of links. How about that? All right, so you guys don't even have to go to the description down below in the box. All right, anything else that I missed, ladies and gentlemen? We talked about 3 different things that you can actually do right now. More than 3, but we talked about real estate, where we talked about pre-construction. We talked about multifamily. So there's actually multiple things within real estate we talked about. We talked about crypto, strong block, and even Nexo and Celsius, where you can earn interest daily. Yes, earn interest daily on Nexo and Celsius, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Or earn rewards every day with strong block. Or I should mention Gala too, Gala, but Gala is twice as much to invest in, and you don't even get the same amount of rewards. So I'm just mentioning it, but strong block's the one right now. All right. So if anybody has any questions, you guys might as well put them down here in the chat right now, because we're about to wrap this up on another Friday night live stream. I want to thank you once again, everybody. And don't forget, smash the like buttons. Please share the videos. If it's not the live streams, it could be the regular videos. But we're trying to help other people. They're going to need it. Everybody keeps seeing winter is coming. But how many of the channels actually told people how they can get out of this winter is coming for you financial situation if it goes bad? We've talked about several different ways that you can get out of it. And there's moves you can start making right now that doesn't even cost you anything. How about all that? I mean, that's priceless in my opinion, because everybody says, give me some money and then I'll tell you something. We're not doing that here. SSN University, SSN Academy is just what education should be in America, free. All right. Don't let me start ranting about that again. All right. Because the more people have the knowledge, the better everyone will be. It's that simple. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up. I want to say thank you for being here. And before we end it, I got to get another drink. I want to say thank you for watching on another SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And don't forget, I got to do all my promo stuff now. Go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website. The link is down below in the description. You'll see a heart next to Stop Struggling Now merchandise. Stop Struggling Now merch. You can go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website. The prices are going to go up on Monday. All right. Right now, it's free shipping and no tax. What you see, if it's $25, that's what you pay. If it's $29, that's what you pay. But on Monday, prices are going up. So if you see anything that you like right now, I would suggest you order it, because on Monday, I don't know what the prices are going to be. It's going to be based on when I have to add the tax, because I'm in Florida. So that means I'm going to have to be somewhere around 6.5 or 7%, somewhere in there on the tax. So that automatically means $29 is now 6% more, which now means that's $31.80 or $30.80. Let's say it's going to be somewhere around there. So that just added like another $1.80 or something, or $1.60, whatever the case may be. So that's what's going to start happening. And not only for one item, for every item. Right now, you can order 2 items and it's free shipping and all that. Now I'm going to have to start charging for shipping. So just keep all this in mind. All right. So get your gear while you can. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Stephen Johnson, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And if anybody just joined us, please smash that like button. And by the way, hit that all bell notification. Subscribe to the channel if you like what we're talking about. Please do that. And you could also check a replay if you come in late. Brooklyn Daddy, have a great weekend. You too, man. Thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate the support once again. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, thank you so much for dropping those gems from last year. Octa, Twilio, Domo. All right, on it. In case you missed it and have to go back, Mr. Financial dropped some gems with the stock market, so you got to go with that, ladies and gentlemen, as well. So with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why #1 in the top 10 for great investments this year, I had to start SSN Lifestyle. I've been talking about it for almost 9 months to a year, but it's been very difficult. The road is long, but sometimes it's going to be worth it because people are going to be able to come up and be put in situations and give them advantages that they have not had before. Just like right now, there's going to be opportunities to make investments on companies that are just coming out where you don't have to have $250,000 of wealth, of assets in order to invest. You're an ordinary citizen and may only have 100, 250, 500, 1,000, 10,000, 5,000 to invest and get it on ground floor. That's what we're talking about here with SSN Lifestyle. You want to go to Hawaii. A guy comes up to the door the last week and he goes, hey, man, me and my wife, we're going to Hawaii. And I hear that you know a way to do less rates. Man, it's going to cost me like $3,500, $4,000 to take my wife over here to Hawaii, the two of us. I said, oh, okay, hold on now. I said, this is why I started SSN Lifestyle. And then I told him some other things too. And then I said, you know, do you want to stay on the beach or you want to stay near the beach? Because the prices kind of vary. But in my case, they don't vary by that much. So then I started talking about the island. So then he starts going, well, I want to stay on an island that's not like laid back so much. Then I said, well, there's only one, Oahu. You got to stay near Honolulu. So he says, well, I want to leave at the end of September. And it just seems like the prices seem to rise every day. I said, well, I'll tell you what. How much is your airfare? He goes, I think he said something like $600 a person. So I said, that's $1,200. $1,200, $1,300. So add on another $1,000. So what is that? $2,200? You were talking about 35, 36? $2,200. You're staying in Oahu and you're staying in a cove at the Marriott Kolinga. You're staying in a cove. In fact, I should show this before I end this video. I'm going to put in Marriott Colina. Check this out. Here we go. Give you guys an idea. In fact, SSN Lifestyle members, there's a spot right now at Marriott Colina. You can go look at it. But let me show you something. Where's it at? It's in this nice, it's outside of Honolulu, right? But notice it says the Beach Club. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is running slow, but hey, I'm running on the Wi-Fi network, not direct connect. But I'm just giving you guys a preview. So the story is, I go to him and I say, hey, man, like I said, add another $1,000. You're staying in a 1-bedroom. Oh, isn't that nice? It didn't even come up. So instead of paying $3,700, you're only going to pay $2,300. Worst case scenario. I don't know what their pictures are, but anyhow, here's the units. $1,000, ladies and gentlemen, for the week. He's staying a week. See the little cove in the background? See a little bar by the pool? Yeah, like $1,099 for a week. All right, this is what I'm talking about, right there. Barbecue grills, fitness center, all that. I'm just showing you guys a little something. This is SSN Lifestyle right now. You can go there in the hot deals, and you'll see Marriott Coalinga, and you'll be like $1,099 for a 1 bedroom for a week. Yeah, yeah. Even the kids can have fun. See, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. So, just giving you guys an idea on what we're talking about and what we're dealing with here. All right, OCs, you don't have to spend all this extra money. And see, he wasn't going to go because it was going to cost him 35, 38, 3,900 because every place he was looking at, he didn't know about this Marriott place. Every place he was looking at that was going to be on the beach, he was going to be spending like $2,000 for the week. Just in that. Never mind about other fees. So I just want to let you guys know that's what we're doing here. Have a great night. So we are going to have a great night. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.